Hello, hello. Can you guys see me? The phone between the monitor, rotate it to the right against the camera so it won't. I can't though, because my phone captures my model. So if you see the application that's on there, yeah. So that's kind of a problem right now. Unless I turn the brightness up, but because with the app, it goes into streamer mode, so then the screen kind of dims. Yeah, that's a problem. He's okay. Maybe you should get private glass. I've seen people who use that and it just looks really annoying, to be honest. Yeah. Yuri says, how are you doing? Neck is not hurting too much. It's not too bad right now. Thankfully, it is definitely a lot better, but oh my god, I don't know what happened. But the past week and a half, my neck has been terrible. Like, I can't fully rotate my head to the right without it really hurting. When I do, the pain kind of goes down my back. Does that make sense? Bruh, hello? How are you gonna fuck up your neck by jerking it? How are you doing, Oki? I changed my camera angle. But the issue is my phone now, there's a glare on it. Not that you can even see my face, but yeah. I don't know. But then if I put a blur just on this section, right, I feel like it's gonna look weird, no? I gotta think. That shit's gonna look weird. But yeah, how are you doing, Yuri? Don't push it too much. I'll try not to. What about a black mask? I don't know. I could put just like a card over it, maybe. As long as I don't block the camera, then my model should still... Hold on. Let me see. I don't know if the glare's that bad. This is so small compared to my phone, bruh. I mean, that works, I guess. I don't think I have anything bigger. Oh my god. But yeah, how have you guys been the past week? I know I've been so inconsistent with streaming. I feel like, I don't know, my mental's been all over the place. I'm not gonna lie. It's just a lot of shit going on. Hold on, I'm gonna try to find something. Let's see. Hold up. I will hop on Zenless soon. Hopefully my Zenless would like to run today. Oh my god. Ooh. I'm trying to find something that could kind of block the glare on my phone, but I don't know. Let me see if this works. Scented candle, yes. How are you doing, Rai? Maybe check it out. Yeah, I don't know. I'll put a Kimi sticker right here. I don't know if you guys have seen this. That kind of works. The glare is just around here now. Yeah, the sticker's more reflective. However, you don't really see my face. You know what I mean? You just see this one. I mean, technically you see my face. It's this face. The cuter face. I don't know, man. I don't know what to do. Let me see. Do I have anything bigger? Use a paper. Yeah, that's true. Do I have a big piece of paper? But yeah, chat just watching me struggle. Rai just says, just had some burger for lunch. Ooh, what type of burger did you have? Chicken burger, beef burger. Beef from BK. Wait, what is Burger King, right? I was about to say, what the hell is BK? And I was like, wait, hold up. I have to think. I'm Australian, they're Hungry Jacks. I think it's Burger King. Did you get a Whopper? Man. Been a while watching Kimmy, that the time gap within me watching previous Kimmy stream, I graduated from college. Wait, when was this? Stick it like this. I don't have any bigger cards, god damn it. Well, do I? But maybe it's hold on. Let me just keep looking. Man, why are my notepads all small? Hey, thank you for the chicken. Wait, you mentioned you were off. Wait, were you off? I may have missed it. What are you up to today, Oki? Dude, I still... Like, what the fuck is this? It's so derpy. It's a keychain of a worm. Hold up. Hey. Wait, when did you graduate? I'm curious now. What? Okay, no, these stickers are too small. The struggle is real. Because I need something that's somewhat tall, but it's not going to block the camera. Wait, does this work? Oh my god, this might work. There's holes in this thing. And this is perfect for the camera. That's kind of funny. Hopefully this is not too obstructing. I think that's okay. Whatever works. Yeah, true. Hopefully it won't fuck up the tracking though. Put this back in the drawer. Nearly 3 weeks ago. Holy moly. Why, hello, motherfucker. How are you today? How are you doing, Mac? Have you guys ever seen the Colombian passport? Very random. Yeah, if you guys don't know, we have a why hello redeem now, and it's my voice saying hello, motherfucker. This is the Colombian passport. This is the land of Aussie. I like our coat of arms though, but I know a lot of people kind of meme on it because it's a fucking kangaroo and an emu. Random passport, yes. The differences between the Australian passport and the Colombian passport. Very random. Okay. It is ironic, I'll give it that. Yeah, right, I like it too. I don't think it's that bad, but it is a bit of a meme. Let me stop my zinness. Honestly, chat, I have no idea what to do. I've been all over the place. Yesterday, I was kind of just floating. I don't know. I was just sitting here simply existing or not existing. And then I fell asleep. Oh my god, is that Mac? Of course it's Mac. Whoever redeems pipes, it's most likely Mackie. How are you? Not the bald. why you guys do this. Ay, ay, ay. But yeah, I hope you guys have been well. I know I haven't been as active lately. I've been kind of, work has been interesting. But today, however, I don't know. Some customers are... I had this one call. And if anything, I felt really bad for the husband. So the fine is in the husband's name. However, he had authorized his wife to speak because his English is not good. He seemed like a nice person. Maybe I could be completely wrong. However, the wife was an absolute fucking tyrant. I was like, what the fuck? Why are you so rude? Like, she was just rude for no reason. And she just called up. You know, we had to go through the authority and things like that. And then she goes, we have a fine here. Why the fuck is it $500? It's a speeding fine. Like, that's the way she's speaking to me. And so we passed the privacy. I have a look at the fine. And it's like, bro, do you fucking read or what, bitch? Shit. And she was just so rude throughout the entire thing while I'm trying to pass privacy. She keeps interrupting as well. And the husband's talking in the background. And she's like, can you shut up? Like, that's the way she talks. I was like, whoa, what? Are you good? Who, what? How do you speak to your husband that way? That's so rude. And you're calling about he's fine. You know what I mean? It's just weird. She just, bogan lady. I don't know. I'm just going to assume she's a fucking Sheila. Yeah, exactly. The fucking angry bogan came out. And I was just like, bro, what? Like, I'm just talking to her. And then she comes back to me and she's like, yeah, why is the fine $500? I was like, okay, just give me a minute. I'll just have a look at the file and I'll see what's going on, right? She's like, yeah, can you hurry up? Like, I was like, bro, holy shit, I'm about to fucking tell you to shut the fuck up, you stupid bitch. You don't speak to someone that way. Someone that's trying to help you, by the way. Excuse me? You don't see me picking up and be like, hey, how are you doing? What do you want? Like, huh? Please explain it to me. Welcome in, Yuri. Welcome in, Ezekiel. How are you? Entitled Karen Encounter. No, that's what you call a bogan in Australia. I don't know. They're just bogans or Sheilas. I don't know. Yeah, so we have a look at the fine. And so I tell her, you mentioned that it was a speeding fine. The reason why it's $500 is because it's her husband ran a red light. I told her it's a traffic light fine. And she's like, no, don't tell me the wrong information. It's a speeding fine. I was like, I'm sorry, do you have the letter there with you right now? She's like, yeah. I was like, okay, can you please read that out to me? Just let me know what type of fine it is. I was like, you know what? You can fucking talk to me like that. All right, you got the letter there. I'm gonna make you read it out loud and make yourself sound fucking dumb, okay? Yeah, bitch. You've got to be kidding me. She proceeds to read it out. So she reads obligation number. She reads that it's in her husband's name. And then she looks down and she's like failing to, like, the way she reads it, obviously, I can't imitate how she sounded, but you can hear the moment in her brain or in her voice where it clicked to her that she was wrong, which I just could not help but kind of laugh. I didn't laugh over the phone. Hi, Chibi. Yes, I am bold. I just chuckled in my head. I was like, this dumb bitch. Lord. And she didn't even apologize for that. And then you hear the husband saying, asking her what type of fine it is. And she immediately goes to him, like I hear them. She's like, did you run a red light? What the fuck's wrong with you? Why'd you run a red light? What the hell? What the fuck? Like, she's freaking out. And I feel so bad for the husband because he sounds so nice. And he's like, I'm sorry, I didn't know it was dark. And then he was saying, I don't think I did, but can you check? You know, that's what he was saying. And then I told her, because I can hear the fucking conversation, God, can you speak any louder? I was like to her, so with the number that she has, I told her that she can log on to the fine, like on the website, to look at the fine and to also be able to view the photo. So I instructed her on how to do that. What happened? Did you get into an accident? No, I didn't get into an accident. I'm just talking about one of my experiences today at work and just a rude customer. And I was telling chat how I felt really bad for the husband because he seemed nice over the phone. And then when I immediately talked to her, she's just so rude. She's the complete opposite of him, which is wild. Welcome in, Nathan. Come in and I see bold. Yes, I am bold. I'm sorry. Yeah, so that was interesting. She starts yelling at him and things like that. And obviously I can't say anything. I'm just someone there to advise her what to do. And I said, like before, because they mentioned they want to do a payment plan, but I advised there's a due date, which is basically a month from now. I told her she can have a look on the website, like just log on and to view the image as well, just to double check that, you know, if he was fined for actually doing the wrong thing or if he was wrongfully fined. In the case if he is wrongfully fined, then obviously you can dispute it. Once I got hit by an electric car in a parking lot while I was literally sitting on my... What the fuck? What is wrong with that woman? That's crazy. But yeah, the way this woman was speaking towards me and her husband, I was just thinking, wow. Do you speak to everyone that way? You know? And then you hear in the back, after setting the payment arrangement, you hear her saying, "Don't fucking do it again, you fucking dickhead." I shit you not, I started laughing. But at the same time, I started laughing because she's such a bogan. I don't know how to describe it other than if you're in Australia, you know. If you know, you know, right? But at the back of my mind, I'm like, man, I kind of feel sorry for the husband because he seems really nice. But I don't know how he is. I don't know him. Maybe he just tolerates that shit. But that was wild. Oh, Yuri says, "You have more patience than me. I would have crashed out like 10 minutes into the conversation." Oh, trust me. There have been a few customers today where I really wanted to crash out on. But, you know, I'm doing my job. Unfortunately, I can't crash out. I just don't know. Some people are fucking ridiculous. I just can't. I really can't. And there was a guy on his Centrelink. Well, if you're in Australia, basically government supported funding, stuff like that. If you're eligible, then you can get it, whether you're looking for work, you're a single parent, tax benefit, blah, blah, blah. Like just government benefits, essentially. And this guy was so indecisive whether he wanted to do a payment arrangement or not. And it was just wasting so much time. And for us, we also have to rely on our stats as well. It's all about the call quality plus the stats. So you need to keep both in mind, which is really frustrating, especially when you have a fucking indecisive customer who calls and doesn't have their license number ready, doesn't even have their bank account or debit card ready, or even a fucking infringement number to their fine or anything. It's just like, why are you calling us if you're not even fucking prepared to answer the questions or set up something that you've requested right now? You know, like it's just weird. And then they're the ones telling me, "Oh, can you hold on a sec? I need to go find my card. Oh, can you give me a sec? I need to find my license. Blah, 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 blah." I'm like, okay. Bruh, what? And I give them a minute. If they take any longer, I'm like, I'm sorry. If, you know, once you find your card, you can call us back. We close at 6 p.m. today. Thanks. Bye. Because I'm not going to sit here for fucking 5 minutes waiting for you to find your damn card. Like, that's what? Hello? Get that shit prepared before you call. Holy crap. The woman told the cops to check her dash cam, and that's literally the dumbest move by her because she just showed the cops that she hit me, who is still I can't read, who is sitting still on my bike. Oh my god, that is an idiot. She was so blinded that she thought she was actually right. That's crazy. I don't know. That's wild. Hi, KM. Angry, another angry yapping moment. No, just the customer, the way she was speaking to me, I was like, damn. Very normal here, apparently. Imagine the husband just waits in the corner while he's getting yelled at. I know, that's kind of the feeling that I had. It was weird. Ezekiel says, "Just got home from work, so I'm really tired." Oh no. I I hope work went well though. But yeah, honestly, I feel like once going back to work, you're just always tired. At least that's how I feel. Some nice guys always stick with the Karen wife. I really question why. Like, is the sex that great that you gotta stay? And even though her personality is nasty, you know what I mean? I'm very confused. Or maybe they're secretly the same. I really don't know. It's kind of wild. Yeah, I don't know. Some people are ridiculous. I mean, let's be real. There's always going to be really stupid people out there. And you just need to somehow have the patience for it. But it's so hard to be patient, especially when they're rude, especially when they're not taking responsibility. I had to give a warning today to a customer and terminate the call right after. Because honestly, he's a fucking idiot. I'm not going to lie. He's an idiot. So he had talked to a previous person who had helped him. So he requested for a specific fine to be put in his existing payment arrangement, right? And in the notes, he was really rude, and he wasn't really listening or anything. And when you set up payment arrangements, or like if anyone's worked for like a government related job or any job that requires a lot of privacy and scripting, for a payment arrangement, you need to read a lot of mandatory scripting to set up that payment arrangement, because you need them to verbally say, yes, I agree, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so, and the specific fine wasn't added into the payment arrangement because the guy deliberately hung up the call and didn't pick up any calls made afterwards. So then that person had to cancel putting the fine into the payment arrangement for him, right? And then that fine obviously sits outside of the payment arrangement and it ends up incurring fees because it's past its due date. It's kind of just common sense. And this guy calls to complain about it, and he was already advised with what happened and that calls were attempted. However, he had never answered the call, let alone call us back until way later, until the fine had progressed. So he's angry. I get that he's angry. However, he was rude. He was rude. He didn't follow the process. And he decided to deliberately hang up the call before finishing the scripting, saying yes to this and blah, 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 this to agree for it to be in a payment arrangement. And then he's just saying, well, I've spoken to this person and I specifically requested that obligation to be put in that payment arrangement. So why the fuck is it not in there? So that's how he was speaking to me. And I already told him the reason why it wasn't put in there is because you hung up the call before that person could finish the scripting for you to agree to. And then I explained to him, when we set up payment arrangements or anything that require private information and banking details, we need to ask you several questions for you to agree with. If the call cuts off or if you say no, then we can't proceed with the process. It's not that fucking hard. Use your brain, man. So I told him that, and he's like, I already fucking know that. Blah, blah, blah. Someone else said you told me. I'm not going to lie. The person who set it up, I couldn't even understand them. Like, he started being racist as well. So I was like, what the fuck, bro? And he's just completely unhinged. He's like, I don't give a fuck. I'm not going to pay this fine. I'm not paying the penalty fees. Blah, 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 blah. It's your fault. I'm going to fucking take you to the courts for not doing for what I wished for. Right? And I was like, again, I've already told you the reasons why. This is the process that we go through. If you're not happy with the process, you're more than welcome to file a complaint. But, if we were to go ahead with that payment arrangement without his verbal permission saying yes, we would risk our jobs doing that. You know what I mean? So that's why the previous person who didn't proceed with it was in the right. They couldn't finish the scripting because the guy was a complete asshole and hung up the call. And then he claims, I had no idea they had to ask me more questions. It's like, yeah, you did. The calls are recorded. Come on. We can look at the calls, we can read the notes, and we see that you deliberately fucking hung up the call. And I don't know what his intention is by doing that. If he had hung up simply to purposely let that fine progress further and then complain to us about it and threaten to take legal action, okay, fine, you can take legal action. However, you're going to lose. I'm sorry. Like, we are simply doing our jobs. But you do you. Welcome in, Crusher. How are you? But yeah, he proceeded to just kind of continue just saying all this bullshit, and I've already repeated myself, and I said, okay, look, if there's nothing more that if there's nothing more that you need from me, then I'll be terminating the call. And I said to him, I don't appreciate the way that you're speaking with me. I'm simply here to help you. I've already advised you on the relevant options on what you were inquiring about. I've given you the answers, however, you're not happy with it. You've also verbally told me you do not want to pay the fine. You don't want the fine in a payment arrangement. You don't want to take any action for the fine. So if there's nothing more I can help you with, I'm going to be terminating the call today. And then he's just yapping and yapping. By this point, I turned the volume down so I can continue just talking and just saying, I said what I said my piece, and I said, hope you have a lovely day. I'm sorry that I can't help you any further. So I hung up. And then in the notes, it's like a whole ass paragraph that I wrote. Because he was just straight up being persistent, abusive, and just rude. And that's not okay. It's never okay to speak to someone like that. And then threatening legal action towards me, and it's like, okay, you do that, that's fine. But at the end of the day, I know that I've done my job properly. And so whatever this person says about taking legal action, about wanting me to go off myself and things like that, no. Because I know at the end of the day, I wasn't the one in the wrong. I simply did my job. I explained the processes. I listened to his bullshit for fucking 30 minutes, and I tolerated it, and I hung up. There's only so much I can do. I'm a human at the end of the day. What the hell? I'm not a robot. Anywho's, there's only one explanation. Coochie must be spectacular. Oh no. Probably. Chibi says, what's the funniest thing? The cop felt bad and apologized to me and even bowed down. I was like, sir, don't apologize for other people dumb move. I'm sorry that you have to drive here for no reason. Oh no. See, at least you didn't get in trouble because, again, you already know you were not on the wrong. And that lady's an idiot. And she decided to share her dash cam and she's in the wrong. Stupid. Thank you for listening to my dumb Karen story. Oh, man. Not gonna lie, I'd apologize to you too. Honestly, yeah, I would too. What the fuck? How are you doing, Crusher? Chibi says, also nice setup you got there, Kimmy. It's very cute and cozy. Thank you. I recently changed a few things on my setup as well. I bought monitor, like a what's it called? Monitor arms. So hopefully my neck issues will be better. And so if you notice, like, my monitors are now kind of sitting like an angle instead of one vertical and one landscape, if that makes sense. That was the old setup that I had, but I figured I would just change it back to both be landscape. And I think that way it will help with my neck problems. Yeah. I wanted to try to make it a little cozy, despite the room not being that cozy. It's just my setup, to be honest. I won't lie. Thank you guys for the check-ins. I'm sorry, I've been yapping. I'm not even on Zenless. What the fuck? Should this just be a chatting stream? Oh my god. I think I'm just in one of those days. One of those moods where I feel like yapping. D-Law says, by the way, is this going to be just yapping or you're going to play Zenless? Yeah, I've logged into Zenless. I just haven't started it yet. I'm sorry. I know a lot of you guys like watching the Zenless stuff, and there's a mix of like the yapping. It's really hard to have a balance. That keyboard armrest, it's so cute and fluffy looking. Thank you. Yeah, it's like a cloud wrist rest. It's very comfy. Have you seen the mochi bread? It looks like that. Oh, kind of. I don't know. I've seen there are some interesting mouse pads out there too. There's like a realistic red one. I used to have one. It was like a baguette. But yeah. And then what's another call that I had today? There was a father who called on behalf of his son. Technically not, because he's not authorized on the son's account. However, the son, well, at the time, the dad agreed to have the payment arrangement be deducted from his card and that the son would pay the dad. So that was apparently their agreement, which has nothing to do with us. As long as you're active, like your payment arrangement is active, that's fine. However, the dad was calling because he wants to stop the direct debit from, coming out of his card. And because he's not authorized, I have to let him know that unfortunately I am also not authorized myself to access a file that you're not authorized in. And then he started arguing with me. He's like, how does that make any sense? The card is in my name. And I said, yes, the card is in your name. However, the fine is in your son's name. And you had authorized him to use the card under his name. So it's in his account. For me to cancel the direct debit, I would have to have the permission, to access the account to stop the direct debit, right? And he just keeps arguing. He's just arguing. He's not listening. He's like, well, you fucking do it. I told you to stop the direct debit, so you do it. And I said, again, it's an unauthorized account. I would be risking my job by accessing a file that you're not authorized in, And I told him, have you contacted your bank? You can contact the bank to cancel those payments. So stupid. I don't know why he didn't think to do that earlier. I told him that, right? And he was still unwilling to listen to me. So then he's like, I demand to speak to your supervisor. I was like, yeah, I can absolutely do that. However, they would just tell you the same thing that I've just told you today. But if you'd like to speak with the supervisor, I can forward you to him. So he says, yeah, you're useless. I was like, okay, sure. And I just said, just give me a moment. I'll just contact my supervisor. Fucking idiot. So I contact the supervisor and he's like, call me. And I tell him the whole situation. And he starts laughing. He's like, what a fucking wanker. That's what my TL said. And I was like, oh my God, he is. He really is. Holy shit. I could not help but laugh when he said that because... And he was like, no, he said to me, I didn't do anything wrong. I gave the right information, advised him everything that he can do, call the bank, cancel those payments, right? Because we can't access a file that he's not authorized in. It's not that hard, again. And then, so we have to do a live escalation. So we pass him on to my TL or the supervisor. The supervisor advises him the same shit. And then the supervisor messages me and says, all good, told him to contact the bank. He was happy to do so. And I was just like, I told him the exact same thing. Why was he okay with you saying it, but not me? What the fuck? What the fuck, bitch? What the actual shit? I was like, wow, that's just weird. And then he just said to me, don't worry, some people are just deranged. Or some people are sexist, that too. Or some people think that someone higher in the company has more power when it's really, it's just, what? Fucking legislation, bro. Hi, Yui. Not mochi bread, I mean milk bun. Oh, yeah, the milk buns, they're very fluffy. Angry Kimmy, quite fitting. Kimmy's daily tangent on work, man. Dealing with stupid people. Max says, for a moment there, I can't take my eyes off the little polar bear I just heard. Hello? What? Yeah. Because he's stupid. He truly is really stupid. I don't know. It was so weird. I told him the exact same thing that my supervisor did. And he was happy to listen to the supervisor. And I even told him before I was going to transfer the call that I'm just going to let you know they will tell you the exact same thing that I've told you today. Fucking dick. God, people suck. That would be a fitting song for this moment. I just listen only. Hello, hello. Chibi says, it's like those moments when you tell people stuff and they don't believe it until other people with more power says the exact same thing. Exactly. But it's just, I don't know. I just wonder if he thought back to himself, oh, maybe I shouldn't have been rude with that previous person. I was just told the same shit. You know? Weird. Keisha says, I'm not an angry person by any means, but I feel like people like this would push me towards being that way. I don't blame you. I really don't blame you. I'm sure a lot of people within this job have become an angry person because of the amount of stupidity that we have to deal with, or the amount of people that feel entitled, you know, and feel the need to belittle someone else simply for doing their job. It's just weird. My God, is Megs. How are you? Are you still floating, or are you no longer floating? The pipes is torture. Did I make peeps mad? Okay. Half floating. I feel like I've been kind of floating majority of the time this week, or the last few weeks. She's mad before the pipes. Alright. We should hop into Zenless. Dumb people made her mad. I don't know. I don't really get mad at the person unless they're being, how do I say? If they say something really insulting. Like, you have to think about it this way. A lot of people who call are not angry at you. They're angry at the situation, right? But at the same time, you also need to keep your emotions in check. And it is a job at the end of the day. Don't get too personal with it, if that makes sense. Especially dealing with these people, at least angry people. Obviously, there's a mix of people who are angry about their situation, and there's people who are actually angry with you. Don't know why, but they just choose to be. I really don't know why, but I've had a few customers who threaten to off me, if that makes sense. I've had bomb threats. I've had many different things from very angry people. And yeah, they're angry at their situation. However, does it excuse you from making threats towards someone that's trying to help you? No, it's not. I think you really need to take a good look in the mirror if you're getting to the point of telling people to go kill themselves, threatening to bomb their house, or any type of just things that are not okay, you know? It's just weird. I know, it to this day it still blows my mind. I don't know why. I should not be surprised at this point, but every day I'm always surprised. Oh my God. My fat head is covering Zenless. But yeah, I don't know. I think every day is a different day. You never know what you'll get. Jane dancing? Yes, I look like I'm eating her. Welcome back, Jane. Oh man. What do I have to do today? I've been slacking. I need to get a... I don't know. My mic arm obstructs my monitor now. So now I'm having problems. I'm like, how the fuck am I gonna play properly? Unless I shift the mic in a weird... No, I don't know. Somehow have it in a way where it doesn't obstruct, but the problem is it obstructs everything. Oh, this is a Bang Boo event. Jane Beauty. This is a fitting song. This is a good song. Ada has so many good songs. Okay. Yeah. Why am I yawning? Oh my God. I'm so behind on Zenless. Have you caught up on the story or not yet? Hold on. Okay. I'm so behind on Zenless, though my BP is maxed already and I haven't started summer event. I haven't started the summer event yet. Oh my god, I haven't started it yet. Shit. Yori says prediction time. If this Friday they announce Evelyn rerun for next update, I'll be beyond cooked. Wait, why? No, I haven't done it yet. Shit. Hope it's Trigger and Zambi rerun. I want Evelyn Wenjin so I don't want her next patch because I want both Orphe. Oh yeah. I need more. Event farming is boring. Have you caught up with everything, Nathan? Ooh, Polly. I'll take it. Good fortune. Nice. If only it applied in my actual life. Damn. Nice, I'll take it. Reruns probably Evelyn and Trigger. Oh, thank you for the follow. Nosret, welcome in. How are you doing today? Yuri says because I want her, but the new character I want her too. If only I can convert my Denny's to real money. I know, right? That would be really nice. That would solve a lot of our issues. Okay, let's read this. Health analysis. Regulate energy in your Danfield. Why did I read that as mediate? I can't read. Meditate at noon and midnight to let your spirit be healed. Do you guys meditate, by the way? Are you guys into meditating or yoga or Pilates? Bro, 3 weeks I haven't got that. I just rage. Yeah, I mean, you play League and Valorant, so... Speaking of, I've been seeing so many videos of people going back to Valorant, right? And they're what the fucking, because there is so many effects going off. It's like the fucking rainbow going off in the game now. Whereas when you'd first started the game, it was more so skills. Not skill effects, but like your shooting skill. You know what I mean? And now it's effects galore. It's a fucking rainbow. Also, you actually play the game this time and not 3 hours of yapping. Hey, don't call me out of my yapping. I think sleep counts as meditate. But meditate, you have to be present. You gotta relax the mind. I can't. I don't know. When it's quiet, my mind likes to think a lot. Does that make sense? I've had moments where I worked so much to the point of not being able to have to think about anything to basically avoid dealing with the shit that was happening. To now, when it's too quiet, I start thinking too much. I don't know. It's weird. And then I've also had moments where I've worked so much to the point that even in a small moment of a 10-minute break at work, I just would not think about anything. My mind was blank. Is that weird? God bless Rem. Yep, it's more of a watching a fireworks show rather than an FPS now. How do you even play it though? You're getting like fucking flashbanged from everywhere. Kesha says Okay, so I've started Zenless about 2 months ago and I just got to season 2. Is my pace too fast? No, I don't think so. How many hours have you been playing every day though? That's the question. And are you sacrificing your sleep for it? If you are, then that's an addiction. But keeping my head empty most of the time without sleeping. Yeah, I think when I'm sleep deprived, my head is pretty empty. I don't think. I don't even think. I just do. Okay, wealth analysis. From void comes wealth. Wait, what? From void comes wealth, untold in hollow depths lies gold. Okay. Interpersonal analysis. Don't turn down quality time invites. A hollow adventure needs more than just might. Okay. Thank you for the reading. Just being numb to it. I think League for acquiring that skill. Oh yeah, speaking of, how have the servers been on Valorant? Because you mentioned they launched servers for the Philippines, right? Caught up? Jesus, my English left my mind. No, don't worry. I feel like mine is pretty bad sometimes. It'll be tomorrow. You think it'll be a huge difference? What else do I need to do? Kesha says, okay, well, when I first started, I did lose a little bit of sleep because I was invested, but I haven't been doing that for a while. I mean, that's not too bad. I think that's fine then. Oh shit. Well, hello. For ping? Yeah, I feel like for ping, definitely. But can you imagine opening a server up in a certain area, right? And the servers aren't even in that fucking area? I've seen some games do that. I'm like, hello? How does that make sense? Australia server? 100 ping? Are you sure it's in Australia or what? Like, what? Are you good? Oh my god. Very, very strange is all I can say. Like when Leak had a dedicated server in the Philippines, we had 9ms, but now, oh, how bad is it now? That's on a different planet, not Australia. Yeah. Server probably somewhere in the EU. No. Man, I don't even know what the hell I'm collecting, but it's fine. Everything is fine. What the N? Okay. Discovered. I guess we'll craft the new items. Exactly, like I'm playing League in C and the base server is in Singapore now, so my ping's like 40 to 60 in a regular day. Man. I don't know. Imagine having Australia servers. When? Never. Man, I don't even bother to pick these up. The daily gathering attempts. I always forget. Level up. Let's go. Ooh. It's not that bad in other games, but in MOBA, 60 ping makes a huge difference than just having below 10. Yeah, that's true. And I feel like it matters a lot in Valorant too. At least when you compare Valorant to like a game like Apex. I used to play on the NA servers on Apex because a lot of people that I play Apex at that time, they were always in NA. So we'd always just go to the central server or something. Okay, level. Nice. Sorry, chat. When does Zenless events end? I regret speedrunning Genshin summer event. Wait, what? Wait, are you still playing Genshin? Imagine the rubber band in your side. Would be terrible. Yeah, no, hell no. I don't think I could do it. Mean Season says, I don't know that ping is really that important in League of Legends. I used to play on C and NA from Australia, and I'd play to Diamond. In Apex, it isn't at all. Yeah, ping is not as important in Apex. However, obviously, if you want to be more efficient, then it'd be nice to play in your own servers. But I was used to playing Apex with people from NA, so I was used to like the 150 ping or however. I think it was like 230 ping sometimes. It's painful, but my aim wasn't that great. It's fine. We always made the joke, just shoot in the future. You hit it. You hit the target. Just shoot in the future. Just think ahead. I mean, it does when your country's internet providers ask. Yeah, that's got a lot to do with it too. I have a friend that's Apex Predator whenever top rank is on Europe with 250 MS. The story got me from the jump, and I liked played characters like Miyabi and Evelyn. So when Miyabi was said to get her rerun, I farmed so hard for them polychromes. Wait, do you have M0 Miyabi, or did you pull for copies? I've heard bad things about the ISPs in the Philippines. Is it really that bad? Australia's internet is rubbish though. It is. I know. Australia internet, it's so shit. It's so expensive for baby speeds, I guess you could say. How's that possible? What is possible? I've heard that you have a similar thing going on with one viable ISP owning everything, and there's a lot of outages. From the Philippines a long time ago. M2 Miyabi so good. I agree. M2 Miyabi so good. Shooting in the future. It's a joke. It's just a joke. Don't take it seriously. We just make stupid jokes about because Australia is like a couple hours ahead of NA, right? And because I have high ping playing on NA servers, we would always make a fucking joke about especially on Apex. We're just like, yeah. Or they're just like, Kimmy, predict the future. You live in the future. Oh my god. So good though. Oh my god, Zenless gameplay. I know. What the hell? Who am I? Who am I? What happened? Should I do events? Probably should, huh? Eh, shit. Let's start this one. Is my Zenless volume okay, by the way? I'm having trouble hearing it. I don't know why. I must be deaf. See. Yep. Man, look at this. At least when you guys have problems with your ISPs, they get it fixed in what, like less than a day or a day? Here you have to wait 3 days minimum? What? How is that even possible? What the fuck? You know what I noticed though? With a lot of ISPs, I mean, there are some that are overseas, right? They have a, I don't know what it's called. The agents that you have to speak to, they are clearly overseas. I think it was like, if you're in Australia, you probably know this brand, TPG. It's cheap, but it's pretty shit. But it's cheap. You know, if you don't have money, that's the one that you tend to pick. But my god, the amount of problems with that company, good lord. And not being able to call an operator that resides in Australia to be able to actually see what the fuck is going on was ridiculous, because I feel like majority of the time when I'd called about some issues, they just have no idea what they're talking about. I was like, first of all, in my head, I'm like, are you even in Australia? Like, what the fuck? You're just telling me the basics of how the internet works. I already know this. I've already done that. Like, what the fuck? I'm just glad my ISP doesn't actively ban websites that I want to access. Wait, that's a thing? That's wild. I've heard good things about Aussie Broadband now, though. I think Telstra lost its leash. Yeah, I think Telstra now has gone to shit. I used to be with Aussie Broadband, however, with the financial year ending, the price was, yeah, I don't know, they raised it too high for me. So then I changed to a new ISP. I'm with Superloop. So far, I haven't had any issues with Superloop, which is great. I think it's more if you think that you'll have to deal with customer service very often, I would definitely suggest to stick with Aussie Broadband. They have really, really good customer service. Really nice. Really accommodating. I'd say over accommodating, to be honest. I hope they're getting paid enough. Very nice. And then people say for a little bit cheaper and bit of a more shit customer service, but if you're likely not going to encounter problems, then you can go with Superloop. Yeah. I'm with Telstra, and yeah, I actually dodged Aussie Broadband a long time ago because they kind of started messaging me. Oh, what? Did you sign up for like an interest email or something? And they're like, oh my god, sign up with us. Sign up with us now. Have you heard of Aussie Broadband? Do you want low ping? Sign up now for just $99. Hold up, I'm lagging. I live in Perth, it doesn't matter. Oh no. What is happening on my Chrome right now? It's dying on me. Too many tabs open. Oh no. Okay. Signed up to look around and they started texting me. That's crazy. What? Getting 70 plus ping regardless. True. That distance is painful. Yeah, because it's like the main service for if any games that is in Australia is Sydney. I think me to Sydney I get roughly 15 to 20 ping. Which is it's fine. It's whatever. But I don't really play, I mean, I don't even play any games that are ping dependent. Because Zenless, single player game. Single player game, however, people really like to sweat in it. It's kind of crazy. I only got M0 for her. I ended up using the rest for Yuzu and both of their Wenjins. Not sure how I got so lucky, but I'm not complaining. Honestly, yeah, take the wins. Take the wins. Worth. Oh my god. I should not be yawning. But I did wake up at 6:30 a.m. today. God. Early work days is pain. The benefit is that I finish earlier, but I get tired earlier, so it's a win-win lose-lose situation, huh? Because you think, oh, I finish work early now. Well, early this week, I'll have more time to do things. And then you realize not really, because you have to wake up earlier regardless to go to work. And it's still 8 hours of work, right? And you come back and you just get tired earlier. Oh my god, it's just the hours shifting from the day. Community shipping depot. What this? Same as me basically, 1621 ping. M0 for Hugh. I believe it was for Miyabi. Man, you gotta get that M2 Miyabi though, so good. You know, I've not bothered to do the treasure chest in this area. Am I blind? Oh. Is there another one? Maybe I just do this side first. Oh, hello. Where did you come from, buddy?
Allow me. Breathe. Switch it still. Scatter.
Oh, is there another bitch too? What the hell? Oh my god.
Slap that prime on the table like a big fucking cock. Show everybody that you have a big fucking dick today and slap that prime on the fucking table right now!
Welcome in, Buffy. How are you today? I had Miyabi from 1.4, got it to M2 on the rerun. Yeah, M2 is OP. I love it. Sis, it's 3 AM. Please forgive me. I'm gonna go to sleep. That's fine. Please get some rest, Wolfie. Rest well. In my opinion, not worth wasting Yuzu on Miyabi unless you're doing tower. Miyabi is strong enough with mono ice. Whoopsies. I was not paying attention. Oh, hello. Oh my god, it's a butthole. Oh. Ether turbulence dispersed. Oh, okay. I see, I see. Thank you for the headpats, Yui. I'm hoping my redeems are not broken today, but I will not be surprised. Cardboard box, okay. There's 2 here. I see you guys like the glasses redeem. I wish I had more toggled options to be able to do more redeems. Oh my god, Mac. Why you— oh god, hello. Hello. You scary.
An opening.
I wish I had Yishuan. She's so fun to play. Sometimes I don't know what the fuck I'm doing there. Oh. Bitch, what? But I do energy, my bad. Big stabby.
Your life ends here.
Nice. Goodbye, my friend. I almost fell off the ravine in my hardcore world. Wait, what? What happened? Okay. Are you guys doing anything at the moment? Directionally challenged, man. Oh.
Alright, I'll take over.
Oh shit. Whoopsies.
Alright, this'll cost extra.
My bad.
Leave it to our prey. Giving you trouble.
Just chilling. Where the fuck is the other one? Oh my god. I have skill issues. Oh, welcome in DT. How are you today? I think that's everything. Have you guys fully explored that area, by the way? Just chillin', Valorant season ending, so just waiting for the reset before grinding again tomorrow. Man, how many hours do you play for Valorant? I feel like when I used to play Apex, I used to be able to put a lot of hours into it. And I think nowadays I don't have the energy. I can play for maybe, I don't know, an hour or less, and then I'm tired of it. I feel like if I were to get back into it, it'd be the same thing. Keisha says, I've got a pretty strong team of Miyabi, Yuzu, Lycon currently, but I gotta start making my second team and such. I just don't have many characters. That's okay. Eventually you will slowly have more teams. I remember when I first started and I had like one team for the longest time. I didn't have a secondary team, let alone a third team. Oh shit. No. Recommend building Piper. 12, 13, depending if I already did my week. 12 hours? Hold up. What? How? Mean says, how do you even play Apex? I tried to play Season 2 when Ranked came out. The queue was an hour, so I gave up on it on Australian servers. My friends played on NA. For me, I mostly played on NA because my friends at the time, they're all in North America. Yeah, so I hardly ever played in the Australian server. Or if I did play solo queues, which eventually was majority of the time when I was streaming Apex, I would play in the Asia servers. I'd play in the Singapore servers, the Japan, yeah, the Japanese servers as well. But man, the Singapore servers, they built different. Really sweaty players. It's wild. I'm really getting too old to play shooters though. I used to be really good. Honestly, I feel I was never really good at shooters, but I get what you mean by feeling old to play certain games. At least for me, I feel like I get bored, or there's just not a game out there that kind of calls for me. And there's nothing interesting. I don't know, there's nothing that's exciting about sort of the new games that have come out recently. When do you think Shifu's coming back? Man, I think it's gonna be a while. Yeah. Since she was just released for season 2. The tiredness is real, but I don't want to sleep. It's 8:22. What the hell, man? Why the hell did I do that? I'm not thinking right now. What the fuck? Kibi, what are you doing?
Please, if you need anything modded, you know where to find
Hold
me.
up. Oh my god. Why did I level it? That's something I wasn't supposed to do.
Is that it? Come back next time, you hear?
Exactly. I also don't finish half the games I buy. Yeah, that's why I don't buy a lot of games anymore, because I know I'm likely not going to finish it. I don't know if, I don't know. I don't think I have the energy to do towers. I don't know. I feel the E pitting and I don't like it. My attention span is short. Well. They have to be good. Yeah. I tend to get distracted a lot, especially when I'm trying to play a game. If it's not really appealing, then I will likely tab out and like open a bunch of YouTube videos to watch. I used to be able to sit and watch a lot of YouTube videos, but nowadays not as much. Like I'll kind of get bored of the video and then I'll, you know, put in a new tab for a new video. And then at the end of the day, I end up having a gajillion tabs of YouTube videos. And I'm like, man, I didn't finish majority of these videos. What the hell? I end up buying a gameplay for 3 days and never touch it again, right? I don't know why that's a thing. There has to be a valid reason as to why that happens to a lot of us. Well. I just don't know. Whoopsies. Let's continue.
Junior, you remember Damien, right? The head of Porcelumex in Waife Peninsula. He sent someone to us with a banquet invitation.
A banquet invitation? Judging by the look on your and my brother's faces just now, I thought he had sent some kind of legal notice.
He wouldn't dare.
I hate that I feel so sleepy. And then my neck is like bleh, slowly but surely dying.
But as for the invitation, it does seem to have a connection with the corruption incident.
Here's the situation. Even though Top suppressed any media about the Exaltus causing chaos in Waife Peninsula, news had already spread citywide.
Games are getting hard to look at there as well.
Porcelume is super important, and neither Tops nor Porcelumix can pretend that nothing happened. So, over the next
I haven't
2
really
weeks,
played
Tops will
anything
lead a
that
security
recent.
investigation in Waife
Well, in terms of
Peninsula
new games,
and urge a swift return to business as
the only
usual.
thing would be, I guess, Inzoi, which is, I don't know, I like to say it's basically Korean Sims. Other than that, no, I've not really picked up any recent games. I did pick up, what's it called? Marvel Rivals. But some of the maps make me lag really bad, so I didn't continue playing it. Because it's just not fun when you start lagging. But it's because of my GPU. My GPU is becoming a shitbox.
Investigation have to do with the banquet?
Think about it, Junior. With an investigation happening, many relevant people will have to come to Waife Peninsula. Porcelumex has to fulfill its duties as a host and entertain everyone. Although the security investigation
My sister used to play The Sims and I'd make them go in the pool and delete the ladder. Man, I feel like everyone did that.
To get closer to us.
Or trap them in the room with the fire.
Right after the corruption incident was over, Damien sent a generous gift, but Shifu turned it down. We were just discussing whether we should attend this banquet. According to Shifu's philosophy, Rinkwei Summit shouldn't get too close to Porcelumex. But since we're active in Waife Peninsula, we still have to consider maintaining a working relationship with Damien.
If you ask me, now is the perfect time to attend such a banquet.
Why do you say that, Senior?
Shifu and Senior Shuyuan returned to Yunkwei Summit a while ago and won't be back
Hi chicken,
anytime
how are
soon.
you?
If the three of us attend the banquet,
I am
it'll show
EP
Damien some
and my
respect
neck is
without drawing
sore,
too much
but
attention.
I am
Besides, he
surviving.
already knows
I hope you've
Shifu
been
isn't
well.
around, so it's not like she's deliberately avoiding him.
Just thinking about building. Piper, Nicole, Lucy, a good early game. True. I use Lucy a lot. In early games. Pretty sure it was The Sims 2 we had. Yo, Sims 2 so good. Sims 2 was peak.
The
Sims 3
three
was
of
really
us?
good too.
Aren't you forgetting someone?
They missed a
you
few
mean
features
Senior
here and
Fufu?
there, but it was an open world Sims 3, which was really
We happened
nice.
to learn yesterday that she had
But
failed
man,
her arithmetic
that game was
course,
poorly
so
optimized.
Shifu called her back overnight for remedial lessons. I'm afraid she won't be able to make the banquet this time.
I didn't expect the academic standards at
How's
Rinkwei
work? Work's
Summit
been
to be so
okay.
strict. Anyway, getting back to the point.
Had a few
think your
interesting
reasoning
calls
makes sense.
today, but
We
honestly
should go
not
to
too
this banquet.
bad. Speaking of, I did, you know what's so weird? My job, they do this monthly, I don't know if it's monthly or every couple months or something. I guess you could say like Employee of the Month awards or something. And they announced it today in our meeting and I was like, what? Huh? My name was on that list. I was like, wait, what?
I have a
Are you
feeling
serious?
there'll
Why?
probably be some
That was my
pretty
first
influential
reaction. I was
guests
like,
at the
but
banquet.
why?
We might be able to gather some useful information.
Because I feel like I'm okay, but I didn't think I'm
We'll do
that
Porcelumex a
great,
favor and
you
attend
know?
the banquet.
at my job. I don't know. That was very interesting when they told me that. And they released the list too. And so the girls that I hang out with from time to time, they were like, oh my God. Because you're a good employee, huge question mark. I don't know. But I feel like to be qualified, you need to be good at multiple things, right? Classic Kimmy not believing in herself. I guess because sometimes when you deal with the really shitty people, I don't know, it just makes you question, am I even good at my job? Because these people are fucked and you don't really have a choice but to kind of be rude with them if they're being rude with you. Or it's very hard to keep your emotions in check when someone is literally screaming at you over the phone. Yeah, I was just like, are you sure about that? What? They put you there to mess with you? No, they don't do that, but it's just more me not believing in myself. Thinking that I would be good enough to be, I guess, employee of 2025, because I've been at this job for, I think my probationary period is over now. I've been here for over, oh my god, when did I start? Because it was 6 weeks of training and then on calls officially by yourself. This year's flown by. I can't keep track. Workplaces use those in place of pay rises or to punish people that aren't receiving them though. Wait, what? Huh. I think for us with I can't really say what type of award it is. They list it as like a certain award, and there's multiple people from each team that get voted. And I think you just win a gift card or something, but it's not something that would be used against in, you know, demanding for a pay rise or for people who aren't able to get one to, I guess if anything, it's kind of an initiative to push yourself harder to be more hardworking. At least the company that I'm with. I can't really speak for other companies though who have sort of a similar implementation. Maybe that's a way that's fucked in the system. I don't know. Not gonna lie, honestly, from someone who has experience with the job, not screaming back is a pretty commendable thing. Really? Is it? I don't scream at them. I just reply back calmly. Sometimes I'll raise my voice here and there because if they start screaming louder to the point where I can't hear myself, then I will speak louder and issue that warning before I terminate the call so they can fucking hear me. Because you screaming over me is not going to stop me from saying the things that I need to say to do my job, you know? You being disrespectful towards me, calling up a company for help, talking to me, only to swear at me and just, I don't know, be entitled and not listen to the process just makes no sense to me. Just don't call. If you don't want help, don't call. You know? If you're just calling to complain, do that elsewhere. Do you have anything better to do with your life? I told chat how there was this one customer that called, I think it was 9 times in the same day, just harassing everybody that they called. And all the notes were saying that he was abusive, persistent, racist even, threatening behavior, and all terminated with a warning. Some terminated with no warning because he just straight up was screaming. Mean says, I don't know, it depends. If it's a local business, maybe it's goodwill. Companies are all fucked. The longer you stick with them, the less trust you'll have. I mean, I've learned that the hard way, just being being employed overall. With my first job, getting back into work out of COVID, I don't know anybody who fucking believes the shit that businesses say, we're a family. No, you never believe that shit because you're not a family. You don't take care of each other. You just fucking throw each other under the bus. The fuck? How can you say, oh, we're a family. We'd love to have you work here. No, that's a red flag, dude. Ignore it. Don't go for that job. Holy shit. Yeah, exactly. They are the worst. They are the worst. Don't trust that shit. Yeah, right? And I was like, sure. I'm just here for the job. That's fine. I don't give a shit if you're saying you're a family because, like, me working in that job after some time, I already saw how toxic it was. The reason why it was so toxic is because there was one bitch that thought she was the shit. And the problem is she never got in trouble because she was sleeping with the manager. So, you know, the manager's higher up. He has the last say. So he will always listen to the bitch that he's fucking. He's thinking with his dick. I'm just like, my God. Oh my God. It's some bullshit, man. Mean says, I've been working for big companies for 14 years. You'll have a company tell you you're valued, bring in temporary workers from overseas and pay them home wages, then give them the overtime because, oh my God. I feel like that's such a common occurrence. It's so fucked up. I don't know how they fucking deal with that shit. Oh no, all these items. Guess we'll craft more. Wait, this is crafting. Yes, it is. Oh my God, okay, don't sell it. Cancel for now. Exactly. We're a family. A few months later, office dramas about him sleeping with her. Exactly. And I don't know. It's such a mess. Companies, man. Management, a mess. Gotta love it. Don't know how they get away with it. We had some South Africans that weren't getting paid for what? How is that shit allowed? How did that even fly? What? You know what's crazy? Like the company I work with, and I dealt with a certain person that was training me during like my training period of the job. She said some really racist remarks and used ignorance being an excuse to basically for why she'd asked those questions. And then she also blamed it on her friend that went to Vietnam. And then she says how he was forced to eat a dog. Yeah, sure. And it was just weird because I had just met this woman and she starts saying some weird stereotypical racist remarks to me. Yeah, for people who don't know, I am Vietnamese, but I'm born and raised in Australia. So when she said that to me, I was utterly so confused. I guess it's her weird way of trying to build rapport with someone, but it's a terrible way to try to get to know someone, to try to be friends with someone. You don't say that shit, you know? Oh my God, it's Kim Yu. It's been a while. How have you been? But you're Vietnamese. What did she say? I mean, I don't think some of the things I can say on stream, but yeah, just... I'm Asian, right? But born and raised in Australia. Her background is Muslim. She dresses with a hijab and everything, so she's very conservative, and that's completely fine. So for someone who dresses that way and believes in a religion, who's probably dealt with racist remarks herself, it was very disappointing to hear that shit from her. Out of all people, you would think someone like that would know better, right? But no, she didn't. So when the company or like the training period, they released out a sort of a survey or like a feedback form for us to fill out. And at the same time, I did report it. So that was reported. However, at the time, I didn't want to report it because just probably being stupid. But at the same time, I was like, you know what? It's kind of uncomfortable. And the fact that she was still continuing to be in the training program just made me uncomfortable. Oh, welcome in, Connor. You're Vietnamese, is that true? So yeah, So eventually I did report her with my coworkers who kind of just helped me make that decision, because they were just, because for me, I'm really used to people making really shitty comments like that, or like racist remarks or stereotypical things. So I'm used to it, right? But obviously to, I guess, society or whatever you want to call it, that shit's not normal. It's not normal to come up to someone and be like, oh, you're a fucking chink. You know what I mean? Or say, oh, you eat dog, right? You're Vietnamese, you eat dog. Like, what the fuck? No. It's just weird. That's like the stupid comments that I used to get. And the fact that I got similar comments from this lady, yeah, what the hell? So I was advised to report it, so I did. And that person in the training period did take note of it. However, she was still in the training program for some time. So when they released the feedback forms, I filled out that feedback, and I had mentioned an incident where I had reported a matter in regards to someone that was in the training period who had just met that made racist remarks towards me. I had reported it, however, I felt like nothing had been done, right? So that's what I initially wrote. And through that, HR reached out to me. What the fuck? The big boss reached out to me. I was like, huh? At first I thought I was in trouble, because not every day you have the big boss contact you, be like, oh, hey, are you free? Are we able to get in a Teams call and discuss some matters? I was like, what? Am I in trouble? What did I do? You know, your first instinct is to think that you got in trouble for something. Oh yeah, no, she was saying that shit to offend you. She understands it's inappropriate if she's making out otherwise. It's passive aggressive. Yeah, exactly. But what's disappointing was that it was from a woman who is Muslim, and again, like I mentioned, the way she dresses and the way, like, her religious beliefs and things like that, right? You would think someone like that would be respectful of other people and also their boundaries. But she's not. So I was like, what the fuck? What is going on? Man. Crazy. I've had to speak to HR before. They're awful human beings, really. My experience with HR, or like the big boss, was completely fine. They just called me up to talk to me about that matter that happened, and they apologized, saying that with the person that I had reported it to during the training period, they said they had checked up on that situation. They do see that it was reported. However, unfortunately, that person did not escalate that matter further when it should have been, because it's a serious matter. Yeah. And then it was quite a long conversation. So by the end of that, I had to make a choice whether I would do the, what do you call it? Basically 2 decisions. You can kind of go more on the casual route, or you do more on the professional way. I don't know if that makes any sense. Basically, one option was to have the big boss speak with her in regards of that matter, but allow her back into the training buddy program. So that was one of the options. Basically, that person would speak with her and tell her what had happened, and how that made me feel, blah, 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 blah. Okay, that's the casual way. The professional way would be that they would take it up straight with HR, meaning that they would investigate her entire time of being an employee at that business. So they would track back to when she started, investigate everything that she has done, see if she's made comments like this before, or if she's made anyone uncomfortable. If that is the case, she would be fired on the spot. Yeah, so that was the second option. And I decided to take the first option because, yes, she made a racist remark, but I would hope that she has learned her lesson. I don't think she deserves to lose her job and the possibility of her well-being and livelihood as well to be at stake of one mistake. I just think that's, some people deserve chances, some people don't. I even said to the big boss that, look, I don't know her. However, I would like to think that she has learnt learned from her mistakes, and that she will, you know, strive to be better based on her religious beliefs and all that shit. Yeah, something like that. And it's so funny because the big boss was like, Kimmy, you're too nice. The fact that you don't want her to get in any more trouble, you're too nice, you're too good of a person. I was like, I like, at the same time, like, people make mistakes. Some people deserve chances. Unless you're a really shitty human being right from the start, okay, probably not. Maybe you don't deserve a chance, but, you know, some people learn, some people don't. I don't know. I took a chance on it and was like, you know what? I hope she's learned her lesson. She gets a chance to be back in the program, and hopefully she'll do better. Either way, she's got a warning on her name anyways for what she's done. So either way, if she gets in trouble again, then, you know, it's kind of GG from there. Because if they search, like, oh, this woman made remarks against this person and blah, 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 and did it again. So then she would just completely be gone. They wouldn't keep someone like that. I'm yapping, man. I'm yapping for too long. HR is just there to minimize damage. They're not looking out for anybody. They get rid of you being the underdog if it's worse for the company to side with you. To everyone else, i.e. everybody else is racist. Also being forced by HR to sign an NDA because they know they're in the wrong. They catch being, if you don't sign it, they reserve the right to remove you. What the fuck? That sounds like a toxic workplace you were in. So far, I haven't had really bad, like, I haven't had a toxic work environment or anything, or any bad experiences with HR so far. I hope I don't have to. So far, it's been great. I have no complaints other than dealing with stupid people just being angry about their situation, or people who just decide to call and yell at us and threaten us. It's just like, what's new, man? What is new? It's just funny because a lot of these people are grown-ass adults and can't even be a fucking adult. You know what I mean? And I'm just here like, in my mind, I'm like, just grow the fuck up, man. What's wrong with you? Oopsies. Submit this. Like I said, they're underpaying temps like massively, meeting budget by committing crimes. I was talking to HR because I had an argument with the manager about it. Oh God. Oh, Keisha with the bonk. Anywho's, it's okay. For me, I usually try not to let things from work affect my emotions at home. Like, when I'm off work, if that makes sense. Like, I'll talk about the things that I've dealt with. However, I don't feel anything towards it by the end of it. I'm like, nah, this stupid. Like, I pretty much just laugh about it because a lot of it is really ridiculous. And again, it's a lot of stupid people. Like the one I mentioned earlier, the one that's claiming that she had a speeding fine and that shit. And then I told her to read out the letter because she had it, and she started reading it and she realized she fucked up. I'm just like, yep, that's not a me problem, that's a you problem. That stuff is what kind of makes me laugh, because it's just like, really? Are there actually people like that in this world? It's like, how are you going to ring a company to complain about something that was your fault? You ran a red light, bro. Why do you think you got the fine? The fuck? Ah, Lord. It's okay. Every day is a different day. Every day is a new day. Damn, that man be purple as shit. Hey, hey, hey. Why is the EP hitting too early? It's 8:45, 48. Oh my god, and I'm tired? What?
Ah, the mystics from Yunque Summit have
But yeah,
arrived.
once you've had the bad
As the
experiences, you see
Having
similarities
at least
everywhere.
you two and Master Pun show up
Yeah,
for
it
this
makes
dinner
sense if
banquet
it's
is
corporate
truly an
related.
honor.
Mr. Damien.
This is my
it
first
seems
corporate
like you're a little
job.
disappointed that
so
our
far.
Sifu couldn't make it today.
Not at all.
Thankfully, it
You're
is
all
not too
disciples
bad
that
at the
Ishwar
moment.
Shifu trusts deeply. Even from
You're
afar
yawning
on
at 8
Yunque
p.m. I
Summit,
know.
she
I'm becoming
entrusted you to
old.
attend
I have
on her
neck
behalf.
problems. I've got back
This in
problems.
itself is a
And I'm
gesture I
yawning.
can
Oh my
appreciate.
god, I'm a grandma.
Please, make yourselves at home tonight
I'd
and
rather
enjoy
win the
banquet.
lottery. I would love
If
to win
there's
the
anything you'd
lottery.
like to eat that's
That would
not
be
being
really
served,
nice.
Just let me know directly.
That's been me recently, girl. I think I'm getting too old. I know, I feel old. I don't want to be old. Dude, my birthday's next month too. My god, it's almost the end of... What? It's the middle of August. What the hell?
Mr. Damien, with so many people here for the security investigation, do you even have time to worry
It's
about our dinner?
yeah,
It's
September
part
in a
of my
few days. That's
responsibility to
crazy.
take care of the guests, but I
Shit.
understand what you mean, Master
My
Bell.
birthday soon. What
Considering
do?
that the Exaltus appeared
I
in
know,
Wi-Fi
where did
Peninsula,
2025 go? It
Force
just, it
Illumex
flew
is
by so
responsible
quick.
for security, I might seem a bit too relaxed. To be honest
I'm only
with you both,
23.
although
I
my
didn't think I'd
official
start
title
it
is
start
General
happening
Manager of
now.
Force Illumex and Wi-Fi
Dang,
Peninsula,
23, that is
my
a
main
baby.
responsibility is actually overseeing production. Hollow Security was originally managed by
Honestly,
someone
when
else
I
who
was 23,
appointed by
24,
corporate
I was pretty
executives.
tired all the time
Though, of
too.
course, they have
But
since
that's
been
because I was working
relieved
like
of that
70 hours.
responsibility.
I
A fucking
understand
week.
now.
So I was
No
just,
wonder
I'm
you
just
were so willing
constantly
to provide
tired. I'm
clues on
chronically
it, Mr.
tired all the
Damien.
time.
Seems like you had already
With
anticipated this
my
situation.
chronic pain, for
Sounds
God's
like you're about
sakes.
to take over security duties too.
I'm a grandma.
Congrats on moving up another rung at Porcelumex.
Come now.
Close to
No need to
mid-30s,
be
everything
cheeky.
you've been
Things have
doing
been
wrong
rather
catches up with
difficult
you.
for me. I'm lucky just to be holding on to my
Gonna be
current
23
role,
next
especially
week.
with how nerve-wracking it's been getting everything ready for the security investigation.
It's almost been a year
But
now since I first came by
after
to the
seeing the
street.
guest
Right,
list
it's
with
really,
my
it's
own
been that
eyes
long.
earlier,
That's
I
crazy. How are
finally
you still
felt a
here?
bit of relief.
I feel like I've become even more boring. What's happening?
Oh, why's that?
Why don't
I've
you
become
have a
more
look for
boring, and I've
yourselves?
also life has also been kind of a journey this year
There
too.
are
So
quite a few guests
I haven't
at
been as
tonight's banquet,
consistent
but in
with streaming
reality,
as I'd
they all
like.
fall into just a few categories.
I don't know. You feed
All
my
these
short
elegantly
attention span.
dressed
What do
guests
you
are
mean
senior
by that?
officials
What?
from Hobbs. The fact that everyone who was invited has turned up is a clear indicator that the
Are you doing
connection
anything for
between
your
Tops and
23rd birthday,
Porcelumex
Yui?
remains strong. Their presence allows us to demonstrate to the military and government that
You see
Tops
the
is
start of
fully
it at
committed to
least. The
the
parts
safety
that
of
would be
Wi-Fi
damaged is
Peninsula.
your age.
We also
Yeah.
sent invitations to the relevant city government departments, but no one showed
I
up,
worked, I think,
which
6 years in
suggests that the government doesn't
hospitality
wanna get involved in the
in my
sensitive
early to
matters
mid
happening between
20s.
Tops and the military and
And my
Wi-Fi
God.
Peninsula. They would prefer to steer
Hospitality,
clear
heavy
and let us
lifting,
work
all those
things out
things
on our
really
own.
catches up to you later
I
in
heard that
life.
Tops and the military often butt
I mean,
heads
every
over
day it does,
Porcelumex
especially
issues.
if you're working
It seems
70,
the situation
you know,
is
70,
even
80
worse
hours a
than I
week.
imagined.
And constantly in pain, but
It
you
is
kind
a
of just push
serious
through it all the
matter,
time.
Not something we avoid discussing.
The moment that you stop
The military is the biggest
moving
buyer of
or
Porcelume,
are able to
and by
chill,
controlling Wi-Fi
oh my God,
Peninsula,
the
Tops
amount of pain
essentially
that you have to
controls
deal
their
with
most critical
sucks.
resource. So, it would
And a
prove
lot of
quite
chat knows
difficult
I
if the
went from
military
a
chooses to
hospitality
take this
job
chance
to
cause
a
trouble.
corporate job, which is
Seeing that
completely
no news
different.
from the
And
military
it's so funny
blacklist
because
is the
even
key
chat
to
was like,
understanding the situation.
it's going to be a huge
Correct.
adjustment for me.
Do you see that
And
lady
I
over
also
there?
agreed because
She's the
I went from a
military's
job where you're
representative.
constantly moving all the time, lifting
She's not
things,
wearing a
super
Defense
heavy
Force uniform.
shit.
Isn't this supposed to be a formal
And I
event?
was the supervisor there
That's because we
too,
see Zolda
to
is
a
not
corporate job
military
where
officer.
you're sitting
She's a
down a lot of the
research
time.
consultant.
It is a
Instead of
huge
sending
adjustment.
high-ranking
I'm a
officers, they
person
hired
that likes to
civilians
keep
to attend,
busy. I like to
which
move a
sends
lot.
clear message
So having to sit down and not move as much, I'm just like having to fidget all the time.
Though production was limited after the
Or I move my
corruption,
hands a lot. I don't know.
didn't delay any orders from the military.
I have the need to move, I
Appears
guess.
They have acknowledged our sincerity.
No wonder you're so relaxed now. There's
You
no more
constantly
pressure
change up
from
topics
top
or chat
executives,
just makes the
government,
conversation
or the
spiral into
military.
something interesting, disturbing.
What about the
Might
rest of
sometimes
the
be my
guests?
doing, but
I
don't
see a
mind
lot
that.
of older
Honestly, it's
individuals
fun
here,
though. Yeah, sometimes I just have
Those are
random
members of the
thoughts that
inspection
just come
team,
through.
leading
I don't
experts
know.
in the ether
But then I
industry.
also have moments where I'm
They'll be
yapping
overseeing the security
about the same shit
investigation
for a
while
long time
providing
too.
us with valuable insights. It took great effort to invite these academic giants.
Dear guests, may I have your attention for just a moment?
Microphone
It is my
sound.
pleasure to welcome each and every one of you here today.
You got the same mid 2000s-esque taste in music that
Looks
I
like
do.
it's time for the real
Do you like the
hosts to give
cask?
their
Oh, I don't
speech.
think I've heard of that one actually. You know the problem with me is that
guests,
I know a
thank
lot of
you for
music,
coming to
however, I'm not
Fire
really
Moon
good with
Heights to
names.
participate in the Wi-Fi Peninsula security investigation.
I'm not familiar with a lot of the
I
names
am
or
Lucifer,
bands.
co-chief executive officer
My
of
range
the
in music is
Porcelamex Group.
everything, to be honest. It's a mix of everything. Give them a listen. Okay. I'll make note of that actually.
I've seen Lucro and Ferox on TV before. They run Porcelumex together. Mr. Damien, those two must be your direct
Well.
superiors, right?
That's right. After the fall of the old capital, Porcelumex's management went through a major reshuffle. Those
Random
two were the
question, are
ultimate
you Gen
victors,
Z?
but Now they're secretly
Shit,
competing
what year
against
is
each
it?
other.
What year is Gen Z? The question is, chat, how old do you think I am? Used to be called something else? Okay. No, she's Vietnamese. I'm Vietnamese though. 6-year-old man with a... Oh my god, I've been exposed. I'm a 60-year-old man with a voice changer. Oh my god, the world is ending. I should put that in my description, but no, that's kind of giving creepy vibes. I don't want to give creepy vibes, man. No, I'm not a 60-year-old man. Shit. And a pretty pink gaming setup. Wait, pink? Imagine people just first time chatting. Are you really a 60-year-old man? Gen Z 1997, 2012. Okay. I'm a millennial. I'm in the late millennial year though. Like at the... Yeah, nearing the end. That's crazy. I think millennial is between 1981 to 1996. I'm a 90s child. I'm not a 80s child, just to let you know. Yeah, Gen Z is just after millennial. If I remember, millennials is also called Gen Y. Yeah. So I'm older than you. Am I? I don't know. I didn't tell you my year. Hi, Listless. How are you? Aunt Aussie Kimmy.
Superiors like that?
No.
I completely trust
I don't
both
want to
of
be
you,
old.
So I feel comfortable speaking openly. The previous head of security was one of Ferox's trusted subordinates.
Millennial
but
check
now
in.
he's been dismissed. Both of the
I
big
think a lot of the
bosses are
chat
eager
is a
to
mix
fill
of
that
millennial
position with
and
their own
Gen
people.
Z.
The reason I was able to become the nominal head of Wi-Fi Peninsula was because
I mean,
don't
think about the
belong to
fact that
either
20-year-olds were born in
So I can't
2005
disrupt
after
the
Pirates of the...
balance
Oh
of
my
power in
god,
this
that's
competition.
fucking wild.
But the price of remaining neutral is that I've completely
Shit.
lost any chance of moving up. And if I were to
2000?
take sides, it could come at
You
a
said
fatal
1990s?
cost,
Yeah, I'm a 90s
destroying
baby.
everything I've worked
But I'm,
so hard to build.
in the millennial years. I am the late millennial.
Here to reinforce our security measures and deliver a report to the public that we can be proud of. Ladies and
How
gentlemen,
has Listless
the
been?
security investigation will officially begin
It
tomorrow.
bugs me that kids today don't know Barney anymore. You know what bugs me when people think you being born in the 90s is old as fuck.
Wow.
I'm like,
The
bro,
big
that's not
shots
even
have
that old. Are
finally
you
finished their
good?
speeches. Thank you both for
What the
accompanying
hell?
me. It's the only reason my good mood.
Shit, man. What an
Enjoy the
insult.
banquet. I've got to go face some heat
Dude,
from my
30s is your
superiors
fucking
now.
new prime.
If you'll excuse me.
Belle, now that Damien's left, what should we do next?
De-stressing, work sucks. Oh no. I'm sorry about work. Honestly, work is doo-doo. Let's all agree that work is shit. Are you okay, Nathan? Damn, I just got caught a fossil. What? I'm not even that old. Hello? You act like I'm like 50 years old. My brother was sick when he was supposed to go to the Humphrey Bear concert, and Humphrey came to... Oh, that's so cute. I get told I'm old when I'm not even in my mid-20s. Yeah, I feel like when you're closing to your mid-20s, and people are like, you're old. Man, it is a bit depressing.
What do you have in mind, Wise? I'll do whatever you
Mac, what?
After hearing all that from Damien, I'm curious about the guests.
I think Humphrey got in
He's hard
trouble
to
though
read,
now.
and
I
who
actually don't
knows how much
know.
of it was true.
Did
Let's
he?
split up and look around the banquet hall.
I know, someone just called me a dinosaur. Holy shit, man. Yo, if you're calling me a dinosaur, what the hell is my mum? Hello? Shit. Man, I don't know. I like the millennial age though. We were born in an area, or within the years of huge technology development. You know what I mean? We had, I guess, this is gonna sound so mean. We had a childhood without internet. Sorry. And social media. We experienced both. And I'd like to say, having a childhood where you get to touch grass was fun. And not being glued to your screens. Pretty much millennials is the last generation that experienced both sides. Which is crazy. No, but literally we dealt with fucking dial-up internet, man. That shit was terrible. And we lived in the years where social media like Facebook, MySpace, and things like that didn't exist yet. And then we discovered social media, which is crazy. and then things like Instagram and Snapchat became a thing, and now that's everywhere. And now it's fucking TikTok. Holy crap, man. Oh my god, Bieber. Yes, I remember Bieber. I remember. It was Bieber. Bebo. I think that's what it was called. Crazy, right? For me being born in the early 2000s, I was still able to have a childhood, and it was great, honestly. Yeah, I think it also has to do with a mixture of your parents as well. Because it's so sad nowadays seeing a lot of parents kind of... like if a child is having a tantrum, they just give them a mobile device or a tablet. And then that's done. That's dealt with. I was like, what the heck? Hello? Whatever happened to disciplining your child? Yeah, they just have no idea. I mean, I get it though, because children are really unpredictable, and they do say it, it takes an army to fucking raise a child. But at the same time, just constantly giving them a tablet or a phone just to stop them from crying is just crazy. Yeah, it's not even disciplining, just say no. Even if they chuck a tantrum, Bro, kids are glued though. Yeet the child out the window. You can't even talk to them while they're watching anything. Yeah. That's why I feel a slight tinge of joy every time I see a mother spanking a child when it has a tantrum. Man, that's the old school. Yeah. I think anything after Gen Z, those are more known as, well, what do they call them? Like tablet babies or whatever the hell it's called. Dude, imagine having a child during COVID. What the hell was that like? How have those kids been affected? What? You know what I mean? I feel like during COVID, it just felt like time stopped. And then suddenly you've got, what year is it now? 2025? Your kid's going to primary school, dude. That's crazy. Holy crap. I can't imagine that. I just can't. Did you see those clips of kids sleepwalking, but they're pretending they got an iPad in bed and they're swiping the air? No, I've never seen that before. I'm not really online that much to watch a lot of videos. However, I do scroll on Instagram a lot to doom scroll. I'm not a TikToker though. I have the app, however, I just don't open it that often. I have Instagram because I do have family on there as well. And I hardly use Facebook, but Facebook's theirs because of like high school friends and family, the same thing. Most likely my parents didn't give me any of that till I was 13, 14, and all I had was a flip phone just so they could get a hold of me when I was staying out after school. Yeah. That's very similar to like a lot of the people that I knew here as well. I don't remember when I got my first phone. I think my late teens. And it was a flip phone. No, the first phone I had was a Nokia phone, but it was a borrowed phone of my auntie's, and it was just for the keepsake of checking up that I'm safe. Max says, I mean, kids born this year are known as Gen Beta. What? Gen Beta? What the fuck? Who comes up with these names? What's next? Gen iPhone Pro Max? Holy shit. They're running out of names, man. Yeah, I got a Nokia brick phone during high school and only for emergencies. Yeah, same. But then I would play like the Snake game on there, just the black and white phone game. Have a Nokia brick till 18. Yeah. And even when the first phone I ever got wasn't even anything fancy, it was a Nokia 3310. Fortunately, it'll be ages before. Gen Sigma? Hello? Jesus Christ. What Snake game? Oh my god. I mean, if you play Zenless, they do have the Snake game there. It's an OG game, man. Snake game and the Space Impact game. Yes, I remember that one. I love the architects too. You should really give Caskets a listen. Wait, hold on. Recommend me a song of theirs. I can put it into the queue list. Oh my god, my legs hurt. Holy shit, my knees. I'm a grandma. Hold me now. Let's see. We'll pop this in the queue. Know you a dinosaur? If I was a dinosaur, what dinosaur would I be? That's such a weird question. Dude, dinosaurs are huge though. No, I'm not
Belle,
Grandma.
you're back. How was it?
I am young,
Anything interesting?
but my body is deteriorating.
How should I put it? Judging by the guests, the security
Man, chronic pain is
investigation
no joke.
doesn't
That
seem
shit
as serious as
sucks.
I thought. The experts and top staff were even chatting and laughing. What everyone
Yeah, I'm
cares
curious.
about
What is
isn't
the
exotics,
shortest
or even the
dinosaur to
safety of
ever
Waipei
exist?
Peninsula.
Do you guys know?
Or how to get the porcelain supply back on track.
I completely agree. The security investigation is mainly a way for the city's upper circles to align their intentions, as well as a gesture to reassure the public. Even if there are some safety risks with production inside the Hollow, as long as they're not too
Would it be a
serious,
penguin?
I'm sure they'll just sweep them under the rug. But
Or
let's
lizards?
not worry about
Oh,
that
true
now.
lizards.
It's not every day you get Porcelumex picking up the tab. What matters most is enjoying the food.
Didn't they say technically a penguin is considered a
Come on,
dinosaur?
Let's enjoy a proper meal, Wise.
Hey, cutscene.
Right.
Wow, the ingredients
Enjoy.
at your top-
My apologies, miss.
It's okay.
I'm terribly sorry.
Name tag.
Excuse me, you dropped something.
Well, hello, Alice.
Oh, sorry about that.
Here.
Her walk is so
Thank you
cute.
both very much.
Oh, you're with the safety inspection team. Wow, you look so young. And you're already an expert in the ether industry?
Sorry. I must excuse myself.
Did I say something wrong?
Young lady, seems you're completely at a loss.
If I'm not mistaken, you're the military research consultant.
That's right. My name's Isolde.
Well,
That
hello.
girl and I are both decorative props. Just here for show.
What did I just discover? Chickens are T-Rexes? Mini T-Rexes? Yes, technically birds are now referred to as modern dinosaurs. Yeah, I did remember seeing a post a long time ago, something about the penguins being considered as a dinosaur. Did cockroaches live with dinos? Fucking, god damn it, those things never die, huh? Those pieces of shits. Oh no, Alice.
The time fields. Not
Horseshoe
only were
crab
the
are living
oldest
fossils?
noble families in New Eridu, but also
Nathan
a
says
renowned
yes.
name in the field of
Sad
science.
Bonnie.
The
No.
patent for the anti-corruption medicine widely used on the market
Ooh, this is a
today
good song.
belongs to your
I shall put
grandfather.
this in the list.
If this respected and prestigious surname appears on the investigation team roster, the citizens will surely feel more at ease.
You flatter me. It's just that my grandfather is seriously ill right now. So I really don't think he can handle this.
You misunderstand me. As I just said, all I need is this surname to appear on the list. Aren't you a time field as well?
But I'm just a student. I'm nothing like my grandfather.
This piece
Miss,
of caca.
I'm sure you've heard that the corruption outbreak in Waipei Peninsula
Maybe
is
you're a
closely
distant
tied
cousin
to
of
the
a horseshoe
failure of
crab.
anti-corruption
Even if the
medicine.
world falls into a nuclear
Porcelain
meltdown,
has
I'd
every
effing bet
right
that
to file a
cockroaches will still be
lawsuit against
raping the
your
earth.
family
Yeah, they
and hold
probably
you
will.
accountable.
God, those things are annoying. They
Your
never
family
die.
concealed major
They're so
risks
ugly
involved
too.
in the
They're just
purification process
yucky
of the
looking. I don't
medicine.
know. You see a cockroach and you're like, oh no, there's more of them, aren't they?
Clearly the exaltists who...
I love this band. I like Architects more. Just didn't know you liked heavy metal as well. Yeah, I do like some heavy metal. Honestly, I'm open to a lot of different genres of music.
Miss,
I have my
the honor of the
phases. It
time
really
field
depends on the day.
now rests entirely on your shoulders.
If it sounds good, I like.
For your ailing grandfather's sake. I wouldn't want anything unfortunate to happen to the old man either.
Grandpa, did I make a mistake? What should I do?
Sad bunny, no.
What's going on?
Oh, what the hell?
What's that?
Jesus. It's become a horror movie.
too.
What? I just dreamed that Eos popped the car tires. Oh my god.
The knocking on the door. It wasn't my imagination, right?
It wasn't just your imagination. Someone really was knocking. I'm pretty sure I heard Senior
Some
Yinhu
spooky
enter
shit
the door.
happening.
Belle, let's go check it out too. There must be something urgent if someone's showing up this late.
Oh, Dallas. Imagine Eos being the final boss years from now. Oh god.
Really appeared outside my window. I swear on the honor of the Timefield family.
Eos is gonna be the betrayer.
Let's put the vows away for now, Missy. If there's one thing I can't stand, it's people swearing oaths on this and that. I believe what you said is true. Why else would you have come all the way here in the middle of the night, right? But I really couldn't follow all that about a boom and shadow crooked by 20 degrees. Sure, we at Yunquei Summit practice mystic arts, but ghost hunting and monster chasing aren't exactly our specialty.
To be precise, it was crooked by 22 degrees to the left.
Eos, Lord of
I
Ether.
remember that clearly. But I admit I was a bit abrupt earlier. My apologies. It's not that I've misunderstood the mystic
9:15.
arts. I've come
I may
because a
have to
friend
end
told me that
soon.
Mr.
So
Wise
I also
and
need
Miss
to
Bell
cook
are currently staying here.
a late dinner.
And she
Because
trusts
my
them.
partner finishes work late, so normally I just cook dinner a bit later, so it's not too shit by the time he gets home. If that makes any sense at all.
We're here, Senior Yinhu. What's going on?
Oh, perfect timing. You two are just who Miss Timefield is looking for.
What? You're Mr. Wise and Ms. Bell?
Hi. I'm Belle, and this is my brother Wise. We meet again.
How awkward.
Belle, could you not bring that up again? I see. So you spotted an unidentified glowing object outside your window and came here for help. But I didn't expect Lucy to be the one who sent you.
To be honest, Ms. Montefiore and I both attended the Celestia School for Girls. Even after she broke ties with your father and left without a word, we've still always kept in touch. Actually, I had planned to ask Porcelumix's staff for help with this, but it's late, and I couldn't get in touch with anyone. I can't share all the details, but I'm afraid that by morning, something this strange
Man,
will
what a
just be
difference
brushed
between
off
Lucy and
not
Alice,
taken
though.
Seriously.
After hearing rumors that Alice might only be on the inspection team because of her family name, I asked Fairy to look into the Timefields. Turns out, she's likely here in place of her grandfather who's fallen ill.
Hello,
We're not sure
Nose. Thank you for the
exactly what
check-in.
happened, but Alice
How are
was
you doing
probably
today?
threatened. Either way, Porcelumix clearly doesn't take her seriously. It's outrageous how they're treating her so differently from the other guests.
Since Ms. Montefiore spoke so highly of you both, I'd like to ask for your help in investigating the unidentified object that appeared outside my window. As agreed, I'll be staying in Waifei Peninsula for
Bonk.
another 2 weeks.
I'm
And
good, how are you?
if
I'm
this
doing
issue
okay.
isn't settled,
I'm getting
it's
sleepy
going
though.
to be a real problem.
I've been
So,
sleepy
Belle,
since 8 p.m.
What do you think about this?
That's bad. And then I was called a fossil and a dinosaur. Man.
Well, she's a friend of Lucy's.
My neck is a little
so
bit
let's give her
better,
a
but
hand.
it's,
Her
I don't know,
last
it's
meeting
still,
was a
when I
little
turn a
awkward,
certain way,
but
it still
was
really
mostly
hurts.
on us.
Alice's ears are
Mostly
cute,
on
they
me.
are.
Do you charge per case? Or perhaps
They're
you
so
work on a
different,
daily
because
or
she knows
hourly
Lucy.
rate? If it's about the commission fee, please don't worry. My ether dynamic
She's a
computer used to charge
pterodactyl.
for every 5 minutes in each lesson.
Wake up, Grandma
Oh,
Kimi.
that's
I'm
no problem.
alive.
No
I'm
problem
awake.
at all. You came here for help, and you're even a friend
Oh,
of
we have a
someone
Michael
we know.
Bublé song.
Of course we'll lend a hand. don't worry. Here at Yunquei Summit,
Yeah, as a
we're
fellow
not
fossil,
only
can
skilled in the mystic
attest to
arts,
not being able to
we're
stay up
also
late
good at
as
tracking things
yeah,
down
stay
and
up as
getting
late
to the
anymore,
bottom
right?
of mysteries.
I don't know why, but I guess chat, just don't become a fossil. Easier said than done.
Hey, Signorine Hu, you shouldn't be making this decision on your own.
I'm not making decisions for you. I'm just helping you seize an opportunity.
I just noticed your bow tie for your hair, Kimmy, and why are both your ears flopped? Because they are floppy today. You don't like floppy ears? I like to alternate from time to time.
Meet next month. All depend on you two now.
Oh my god. Licos with the pipes. My ears, man. Or do you prefer one and the other one not? Yeah, if you guys, for those that are new, if you guys don't know, be warned, when you redeem pipes, not only do I suffer, but chat also suffers. So whoever redeems it is cursing everybody today. Quite the ear blaster, I'd say. If it's any consolation, Alice's VA is also a fossil millennial. No. It's okay. I'm happy to be a millennial. I'll earn it. You like them perky and not floppy? What on earth knows? I swear, I usually do not expect comments like that from you, and I'm like, hold up, who is this? Who are you? What happened to nose? But then again, you're also not a prude, but in my mind, I think these are the things that you would normally not say. Sometimes I have to keep you surprised. Thank you for the 33 months, Likos. Are you on your way to work? I've noticed my hearing getting worse lately, so I have everything turned down nowadays. Wait, what? Honestly, I feel like... Yeah, I think my hearing is not the best anymore. But then I turned the volume up, which is probably bad. I shouldn't be doing that. I don't know. I have to see.
Stop putting more pressure on me, Senior.
Mean says, okay, might be time for bed. Gotta work super early. That's okay. Thank you for hanging out with me and yapping with me as well. I appreciate it. And thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome, welcome.
Are you both really willing to take this commission?
Yeah, I think I should be heading to bed soon as well. I do need to wake up early for work, but I'll cook dinner and then get ready for bed soon. Oh god, not the baby shark. Work soon. Boo, a responsible fossil. I know. Sorry, Yui. I'm getting super eepy.
No need to worry, Miss Timefield. If you need help,
For me,
we're
it's the
more than
higher
willing to take the
frequencies in one
commission.
ear. Started noticing
much.
with
I'll
sounds
be
in certain
staying here
games and
tonight then.
oh, what? Why do I hear Baby Shark? Blame Lucas for that. I know, Nose, you always come in when I'm about to end. What is this? Wake up earlier. No, I'm joking. I get it. Life's busy. I think Discord's been a little quiet more too, because people are more busy. Like, Teeks has become a normie, Legos is a normie. Holy crap, man. We're slowly losing everybody. Kimmy sees me, she ends stream. I know I'm hated. Hey, no you're not. I wish I could stay up later though. Are you working to? Oh wait, no, you mentioned that you had the whole week off, right? What have you been up to? Are you looking for an MMO? People are busier, yeah, everybody's following the way of the fossil. No! Don't follow my way, hello. If you follow the way of the fossil, then our times will never align. They're scheduled. Well, the freaking time zones are a pain in the butt. Welcome in, Bryce. How are you today? I can join VC, but I only like colleges at me from the very first week. Oh no. Now this is old music. Yeah, this is definitely old. This is some fossil music. It's okay, Rice. How have you been? What have you been up today? So you admit you're a fossil? I mean, you called me a fossil, so I guess, you know, anybody that's a millennial is considered a fossil now.
Got a new take at this.
Do you want me to fight? Or cook?
To what do I owe?
Man.
Good day. So, hey!
I shall follow your orders. I'm at your disposal.
Where are we going? There's no class today.
Hitting the coal mines of Zenless. I need Yanagi Wenjin. What is this dinosaur music? I actually don't even know who redeemed it. Why would there not be Baby Shark? I don't know.
Got a new ghost story to
I
share?
think we shall call it here. Cause Kimmy's auntie now. Why my auntie? Oh my gosh. It's bananas. Thank you for the 31 months. How have you been? Welcome, welcome. How has life been treating you? Busy? I feel like you're always busy now, huh? Oh shit. Hold on. Let me swap back to my other screen. Well, hello. Don't you dare diss my Shrek soundtrack. Hey, 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 nothing wrong with the Shrek soundtrack. That's what got us here, huh? Oh my god. Who redeemed that? It feels weird listening, like hearing my own voice. Holy crap. Howdy doody. I'm good, I'm good. So busy when life got going. It's going. I know, right? I hate it. When life gets busy, shit gets busy and you don't realize the amount of time that goes by and you're like, fuck, I can't do the things that I used to like doing. And then when you do, you're too tired. Her 4.0 will be Granny then. Oh my god. Wait, what time is it for you, Lucas? You need to get ready, right? Did Lucas redeem this song? Oh my god. I'm gonna... Smokey! After this song I'm out? Of course you did. Yes, of course you did. How am I not surprised? It's 8:26 p.m. for me. Currently it's 9:27 for me, but to make some dinner and then kind of just bed rot. Knowing me, I'll bed rot. I wanted to play Sims, but I don't know, I feel so tired. Yeah, if chat doesn't know, I've been kind of I purchased the Sims Legacy, which is the Sims 1, and that's so nostalgic. And I've been playing it a lot. I was wondering, I don't know whether I should stream it though. I feel like watching Sims content is not that fun. However, Sims 1 is pretty... It can get chaotic real quick. I feel like it's good just chatting content too. Was it just the Sims 1 or also the EPs? I think it's with the EPs. Yeah, it's the Legacy version or something. I need to check. Yeah, I think it is with the... It should be with the EPs. I miss the OG Goth family. I know, it's so weird to see the OG Goth family when it was just Mortimer, Bella, and the daughter. I forgot that daughter's name. Honestly, no one gives a shit about her. Cassandra, was it? Holy crap, what was her name? And then their house, if you remember, has a bunch of graves. Holy shit, man. And I don't know if you've ever noticed with their house, they don't have any technology. Like, they don't have a computer, a TV, a radio, or anything. The only thing is a phone. A house phone. Crazy. There's a lot of lore with the Goth family. Swimming pool fatality. The chaos. I put like a brief clip into our community Discord as well. It's so fucking chaotic. Like I think it was the mum that was trying to cook dinner, and because her cooking skill level was so low, she caused a fire. Plus, she's deprived of sleep. Plus, there's a fucking baby crying in the background. It's just it's so chaotic. And there's a fire. The mum falls asleep, crying baby. Like what on earth? Sims 4 was actually not Sims 4. Sims 1 was actually difficult. Sims 4 is so easy. Kimmy, this shit played for me yesterday at work, followed by Bad Touch 8. What? Did you put those songs through? Did anybody question it? Sounds like IRL, right? It's just like, okay, just don't have a kid. Their house was like a horror for me. Yeah, their house was kind of spooky. You were jamming. Did no one question it? You heard it here, folks. Don't reproduce. Don't have kids if you're not financially responsible as well. That's also another thing. Why would anyone question me? I don't know. Why would they question you? Let's check if we have anyone to raid today. Excuse my nails, they're very scuffed. I need to get them done at some point, but that broke life be something else. Who is streaming today? What nails? I had my cousin's wedding back in, God, what month was it? Was it July? I don't remember. And I had my nails done, and they've just grown from there, outgrown. Which is funny. I have another cousin's wedding in November. Good Lord. I've been kind of living in potato mode, I guess you could say. Why would anyone question me? Because it's a jammy. Raid Oki. Yo, Oki, when are you streaming again, sir? When was the last time, actually? Holy hell. It's been a minute. Can relate. I know. I think just getting your nails done a lot, I don't know. Your nails do become weaker too. Haven't seen an Oki stream? Yeah, Oki hasn't streamed in a long time. Okay, though, gotta go shower so I'm not late. That's okay. All the best with work, leakers. Boy. Oh, you know what I wanted to do, chat? Oops, okay. For like the name tags that you can stick on your model, I wanted to be able to like do, I don't know if you guys have seen streams where if someone, I think if they subscribe or donate, their name goes onto the sticky note and just attaches on your model. I'm curious on how to set that up. I've been wanting to do that. I just have not had the time to even check how the fuck you do that. Remember, chat, stay degen, normies out. Man, I gotta be a normie too. Yeah, Steamy also has that. A lot of VTubers do. I just have to check how that works. Maybe I'll ask him actually. Eepy Kimmy, yes, I'm sorry. I don't want to be Eepy, but unfortunately I'm Eepy. Where's our celebration stream? Birthday stream? Wait, what day does my birthday fall on? Thursday. 4th of September. It's on a Thursday. What the fuck? That's kind of a whack day. Oh my god, who? Oh no, floating so hard we forgot our own birthday. Honestly, I don't care too much about my birthday. To me, it's always kind of felt like a normal day. But, you know, if you are dating a Colombian or Hispanic, they are very much into big celebrations for birthdays and Christmas, things like that. Yeah. Very common. Oh my god. Mine is September 2 and I don't really feel... I know, I don't feel like my birthday is coming up, to be honest. It's our outro. Apparently it is. I don't know why. It's gonna be a long outro, huh? I need to check. Do you guys have any suggestions on who we should raid today? Let me see. Me just wanting a quiet birthday and there's just these friends who announce it to the group chats. That's crazy. Usually for me it's a very quiet one. Raid your fridge for cookies. But I don't have cookies in my fridge. I have cookies in the pantry. Does that count? Oh yeah, Momo's streaming too. I think she's doing Zenless. Is it bad of me not wanting to reply all the happy birthday messages? No, I don't think that's a bad thing. I had a phase where when people would wish me happy birthday, and sometimes you feel like, what is the word? It's just a feeling. Like you just don't feel, it's not motivated, but you just don't have the need to reply to it. Does that make sense? I don't know. That's like a weird chemical in your brain that, oh my god, not the clown music. What the fuck? Hello? Talking about life shit and this clown ass music comes on. I think the only way I can really describe it is when I was going through a lot of things mentally a couple years ago. I felt really unmotivated. I can't with this fucking music. There was a period of time where I felt really unmotivated and it felt really hard to get out of bed, let alone reply to text messages or reach out to anyone. I don't know how to describe that feeling, but if you know what I mean, I guess it's the only... If you've experienced it, I guess you would know. Weird chemical imbalance. Let's just say that. Weird chemical imbalance in your brain, you know? Birthdays are merely a sobering reminder. Oh, God. I only have this group of friends that I will treat on my birthday, but like only this group of friends. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm feeling that now, Kimmy. I'm in the cannot be bothered phase. Okay. Yeah, I was in that phase. It was a very sad time, but it gets better. It just takes time. That's all. Especially if you're, I guess you could say, if you've had a lot of things happen recently and you're kind of just feeling like you're floating and feeling unmotivated and, you know, not productive. I think, how can I say this in a way where it's not, I mean, I think things like that should be normalized because you don't realize how many people actually go through that. Whether that could be it's a mental health thing, you know what I mean? Have you ever thought about it? Your birthday isn't actually your age. It's the years you've been been through, like if you're 1 year old, that makes you 2. No, I'd actually never thought about it, but I always thought about how what's hilarious is that I was born on Father's Day and my father was nowhere to be seen. Like, bro, what? What the fuck? I shit you not. I was born on fucking Father's Day. In Australia, it's the first Sunday of September. And the year I was born. I was born on Father's Day. And my dad was, where? Houdini? Where you at? You gone, bro. Sorry, dark moment. You know me, I say some unhinged shit sometimes. Yeah, I think it's very common in Vietnamese culture as well. The moment you're born, you're considered 1 year old. Is 1 year old. I'm like, why are you cheating me of 1 year? She says, because you're almost 1 in the womb. Not wrong, not wrong. Yikes. It's okay, chat. I'm okay. Don't worry about me. You know me. I like to make my... Man, we went from something that... a feeling that a lot of people go through to fucking a dark joke about my absent father. Amazing. I don't know, like for me, because the time that my birthday falls around, it's either going to be on Father's Day or it's close to Father's Day, and I'm constantly reminded of all my years on this earth that my dad had abandoned me and was not present in my life at that time. But again, like he's dealt with his struggles, he's still dealing with his problems, and that's fine. That's just life. Unfortunately, he was not able to be a dad. I think if he was around, I think that would have been worse, you know, because he suffers a lot mentally and also with addiction. So I think if he was still present, it would have not been a good thing. So in a weird way, it's a blessing in disguise. I don't know if that makes any sense, but at least now I'm able to see him now, even if he's still not 100% there, if that makes sense, because he's just gone through a lot, you know. You can tell he's gone through a lot of trauma and life. He looks battered. So, but I can also tell that he does care, and even the smallest interactions that I do have with him, he's even happy that I say hi. Like, he's even happy to just to see me. Yeah, speaking of, my cousin's having a birthday dinner for their dad. So I will probably see my dad's side of the family this Saturday. I don't know if my dad will be there though. You're such a forgiving person. I would not be that generous. Honestly, I mean, because I think about it this way, he's never intentionally tried to hurt me. He's just struggled in his own way. I don't know if that makes any sense. Any of the actions that he's done or caused, it had nothing to do with me. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I can say it in a way that it makes sense. If he was present in my life and I got to know him and then he decided to walk out and decide to do the things that he did, then that would be a completely different story. I think at that point I would not be as forgiving as I am now. I'm forgiving simply because he has struggled a lot throughout his life, and even though he's made mistakes, they've never affected me, if that makes sense. He's never maliciously tried to hurt me. Even though in a way he has, because he hasn't attempted to really reach out to me. But that could be of many reasons, you know. That could be a reason of him maybe feeling like he's disappointed me, or that he's like your stereotypical thing of not wanting to feel ashamed of your own mistakes and have your daughter hate you for it. Things like that. It could be multiple things. I don't know. I could be completely wrong, and maybe he will hurt me at some point. I don't know, but I would like to give it a chance to at least try to get to know him. Especially now, because with my grandpa's passing and him also getting older, and just in general family, my auntie, my grandma, my mum's side, and even my mum, like when I saw them at my cousin's wedding, because I don't see them every day now and I see them maybe like once every few months, it's crazy to see, like you can actually see them aging. I don't know, does that make sense? Like you actually see them getting older and you start to appreciate all the time that you can have with them. I'm yapping. This is a good song. But yeah, that's my little tangent. I think with my mum, I'm slowly trying to put the differences aside and forgive her, because at the end of the day, she's not tried to intentionally hurt me. She's just got her funky way. Like, also they had me really young. They have no idea how to be a parent, let alone even pay for themselves to survive. If you could not take care of yourself, how can you take care of a baby? You know what I mean? Yeah, they made mistakes. That's a part of life. Yeah, they just didn't know. Honestly, they didn't. There are some things that I hate that my mom has done, but you know, what's done is done. That's fine. If anything, it would have been nice if she could talk to me about it properly and maybe would find some closure, but that's just something I've put aside for now because there's just no point to bring it up. It is what it is. But yeah, if anything, I just wish for her to be in good health and to take care of herself and to also take care of grandma, because my grandma is getting older as well, and she's getting more sick and things like that. So yeah, same thing for my dad. Like, I just want him to get better, at least try to. I know addiction is hard. And also to take care of my grandma on my dad's side, because she's alone. She doesn't have my grandpa anymore. So yeah. Why is there sad music playing? What the hell? Hello? Was this by Mac? Oh my god. Yeah. Who put on sad music? I think it was Mac. Setting the mood. Yeah. I don't know. I guess all I can say is that I don't want to take life for granted. I don't want to take the moments that I can have with family, whether that's now or, you know, obviously I wish it was years ago that I could get to know my other side of my family, but you know, I'm able to do that now, and I think that's better than nothing. I don't know. It's nice. It's nice, but at the same time overwhelming, because I'm not used to, how do I say, I've just always been independent my entire life. I've always just been dependent on myself, so it feels very weird to get to know a whole side of my family that I don't really know. It's weird. My heart is now bleeding, thanks all. But yeah, no, my cousin and I were also saying that it's never too late to make new memories, you know? Yeah. And I think sometimes, maybe it depends on the situation. I think holding on grudges can also be very detrimental to you. You may not realize it. Maybe it could show in your actions. And also the same thing with trauma. How you deal with situations, whether that's with people you love, friends, relationships. It could be a result from previous trauma. That could also be a thing. And previous things that you had grown up to just only know about, if that makes sense. It's like, for example, a lot of people have daddy issues or like abandonment issues, but it's a true thing. That happens. Yeah. And you don't realize that it affects your life. And it can affect your friendships, and it can affect your relationships with, you know, anybody. Crazy. You gotta be vulnerable to get to know people. That's scary as fuck. It really is, yeah. I think I spent a lot of my time being really shut in and not talking about much of my feelings for a lot, like majority of my life, until I'd say maybe the last 4 years, I'd say, was when I started to try to be more open with things, or like, oh my God, Steve. To be, how do I say, not as closed off, if that makes sense. But it's hard not to be, especially if you're very defensive because you are afraid to open up to people because you don't want people to hurt you. That's a common thing that happens. Go to hell, Steve. Steve was like, fuck y'all. Max says, jokes aside, you're a good person, Kimmy. Chad has seen you get tugged around all over the year, and that makes you all the more relatable. Keep it up. Life is hard and it's gonna get harder, but all the more enjoyable when you get through it. Yes. Thank you, Mac. I appreciate it. That means a lot. I know I don't stream as much as I used to. However, like I guess it's always going to be, I always want stream to be a place where everyone is comfortable. Whether you're listening to me talk about things that you might relate to, or if you're comfortable can also share things, as long as you're not trauma dumping. That's, trauma dumping is never okay. It's just more, it's a space where I guess I want people not to feel like they're being judged for who they are. Does that make sense? Or just to make you feel comfortable to just vibe here. I don't know if that message makes any sense at all. I can't speak. I'm very bad with words, as you can tell. I'm better texting than I'm speaking, clearly. Dyslexia. I almost fell off the void. I'm so sorry. Thank you for the head patties. Sorry, I need something to snap me out of the song. Oh no. This is a good song, by the way. I don't play Valorant, but when I heard this song, this is a good song. Anywho's. Meg says, you've made the better choices despite all the hardships you had to face, and even if you don't make the better choice, it's also fine. You still turned out great. Our streamer. Thank you, Megs. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for the head baddies. Yeah, I think I'm just being myself, if that makes sense. Like, I just want to be authentic to who I am as a person. I don't want to ever be a person that, what's the word? I guess you could just say you just don't want to be a fake person. I don't know how else to word it other than, when it comes to streaming, I don't think I could ever be able to, like, I think I've had this conversation before. I don't think I could ever play a personality. I don't know. I just couldn't. Props to people who can, though. That's crazy. That's like, because you're playing a character, right? I don't think I could ever do that. For me, when I stream, I just want to be able to be myself and be comfortable enough to talk to chat. Because I feel like, in a way, it's weird. Like, IRL, I'm not too open. It depends on who it is. If I trust you, then obviously I will speak with you. Like, I'll talk to you. But I don't know what it is. But when it comes to streaming, I feel like it's helped build my confidence in terms of being able to talk to people. Does that make sense? I don't know. Because I'm actually pretty introverted. But I think streaming has definitely helped a lot boost my confidence and not being so anxious when it comes to interacting with people, or yeah, stuff like that. That could be a weird, I don't know, maybe that sounds weird to you guys. Whoever did that pipe almost ended my 2-day-old hardcore world. I'm sorry, Yui. Exactly, you rarely give yourself credit, you fossil. God dang it. You've dealt with Jimmy, you're great already, thank you. Kimmy telling us she wouldn't talk to us. Excuse me, no. I would talk to you guys in IRL because you guys are talking with me right now. So when it comes to IRL, I'd be able to talk to you. Funny enough, if you guys remember Sephi, who's one of my mods as well, he's not here that often. He's busy with life. Literally, he's living the normie life as well. He met me through streaming. He dropped by a Final Fantasy 14 stream of mine. I was raiding with a group and we somehow became friends. And then he made a character in the same server as the Final Fantasy server that I was on, and we kind of just started talking from there, and he would hang out in streams and we started talking, and then we started talking through Discord, and then eventually he visited Melbourne. He's from Adelaide, so yeah, eventually when he came to Melbourne we met up IRL, and it's so funny because he was like, what the fuck, you're the exact same. It's so funny. I was like, I thought I would be more awkward because, you know, your first meeting with someone you've met online that you've become like good friends with, maybe it can be a little bit awkward. There's like a little bit of an icebreaker that you need to get through, and then it becomes normal. But he was like, no, like you're not awkward at all. You're pretty much the same person as when you were to talk to me through Discord or something, which is funny. Yeah, and he recently visited as well, and he helped cable manage my desk. So props on him for doing that as well. And he's coming back in October as well. So he's coming back in October for a car event, I think. And then he'll probably stay at our place for a few days. Save money, man, because accommodation is not cheap. So you're a fossil? Wow. I may be a fossil, but do I look like one? I've been told I don't look like one. One of my work friends was trying to guess my age. And then I told him, he's like, what the fuck? No way. And he's like, give me your ID. You're lying. He guessed my age to be 20, 21. I was like, no way. No fucking way. You're lying. There's no way I would look 20. I don't think so. But he was just saying, no, you look really young. And then he asked for my ID. I'm like, okay, here you go. He's like, what the fuck? That was such a funny interaction though. No, you just look like Vietnamese. Oh my God, whatever that means, I wonder. And then we're talking about skincare routines too. And then because he wants to get into skincare, because he's got very acne prone skin, sensitive skin as well. And he was asking the girls and I about skincare and what he should use. And then because after I told him he's my age, he was like, you know what? I'm gonna ask Kimmy for her skincare routine. What the fuck? Because I look young. I'm just like, I don't know about that. I think it's just maybe genetics. You're small, that's why. That means you look younger than you usually are, just like any other Asians. Yeah, but if you think about it, by the time we hit 50, we're gonna look like just a raisin. You know what I mean? We're gonna look fossilized. Welcome in, Cheyenne. I feel like eventually we'll look fossilized at 50. Is eating a lot and not getting fat genetics too? Yeah, that could be. And you've got a high metabolism. If your parents are like that, or if anyone in your family has similar like things when they like you can eat a lot and not gain weight, it's definitely a genetic thing. Crazy. Skincare, stress and anxiety. Till you turn 40, then all the fat comes for revenge. Man, I feel like everything goes downhill from like 26. Your metabolism out the window. Hell no. Everything out the window. Everything will start to gravity's not going to help you for much longer. Oh man. Probably I have a friend who eats like a horse and he's still thin as a stick. Yeah, Felipe, he can eat a lot, however he's very skinny. But every time he eats he also shits. Sorry, I'm just like, man, you're just shitting out everything you eat. That's the reason why you're so thin. Hi, Greedy. It's been a while. How have you been? I'm supposed to be ending. Holy crap. I'm dropping things. He's really tall. That too. But he's got a really high metabolism as well. So that's a struggle. Like, he wants to be able to gain more weight, but it just doesn't feel possible. For him to gain weight, he would have to eat a ton of calories, which is tough. Skin is doing fine, but joints are already out the window, right? Skin may be nice, but man, those joints? My neck. My back move a little and it cracks. Yo, and my knees. You stand up and the knees crack. I move my arm funny and my elbow cracks. I'm just like, what? Oh boy, everything is fine. Everything out the window? Yeah, at a certain age, everything starts to drop. I'm not even kidding. Think about it. You can only defy gravity for so long. At a point when you become so old, everything starts to sag. Your skin starts to sag. Everything else with that also sags. Amazing. Unless you're blessed, I don't know. Is that the reason you're 5 feet flat? Oh my god, my titties are sagging too. Yeah, see, your titties will sag, your balls will sag. That shit will look like a turkey's neck. Oh man. I don't know if you guys have ever looked at a turkey's neck, but that's what balls look like to me. Dead ass. Ball sag, my fear unlocked. I mean, yeah, your skin will end up sagging when you're old. But I think by that time, when you're 50 plus years old, you just give less of a shit about it, right? You've just accepted that this is life. You're gonna get old. That's quite accurate. Yeah, new fear unlocked, balls sagging. I mean, some people might naturally have saggy balls, but then end up being saggier. Shit, if they drop to your knees, oh, that would be interesting. Yeah, if you're curious, you can Google a turkey's neck, and I shit you not, it looks like balls. The texture of balls, saggier. Yep, saggier than they already are. Oh, bless your souls. It do be looking like it. It does. It's weird. I know Kimmy's obsessed about balls. As soon as we hit that topic, she can go on. Hello. I just have random things that pop in my head about like a turkey's neck. I forgot who told me that, and I've just always retained. Because it literally looks like balls. I don't know, man. I'm sorry for all the innocent people in the chat. It is definitely time for me to end. What the fuck is going on? Just last night I saw a short about balls. Wait, what? Having a seam at the middle and now you... Oh. Actually, that is true. There is a seam in the middle. It connects to your gooch. Please tell me you know what a gooch is. What kind of ball? Baseball. Don't worry. Very innocent. Like a plastic toy. There is, and I ended up searching why. Oh god. There's actually a reason as to why. I actually don't know this. Do I want to know? What is this topic? I mean, I'll just say vaginas look weird as shit though. You know what I mean? Like, why are there all these weird hangy bits You know what I mean? Why? Why? Just why is my question. Welcome in, Shino. We were talking about balls and just genitalities. Sad song to balls, yeah. Wait, what? Basically, if there isn't a seam, then the person ends up being intersex? It's because when we reach the egg, we start... Ah. What the fuck? I've heard of that being a thing. I mean, if you think about it, when there's the bottom surgery for people who are transgender and going through that, that's why they're able to do, you know, I don't know that. I don't know the process. However, that just sounds really painful to have a bottom surgery. That's wild. Things get turned into this, balls, flaps, fucking weird shit. I don't know, man. Genitals are weird. Damn, you guys had vaginas. Why does that sound funny? You're just gonna say, did you know you were born with a vagina and then it turned into a dick? My God. I mean, think about it though. The mushroom part, it is a part of the vajayjay too. Their clitoris. Man. Yeah, anywho's. Teeks be dead asleep, I think. Where is this conversation going? I don't understand anymore. Very much an adult conversation, right? Yeah, sex education stream. Mushroom. The head of the peepee, you know? The head of the mushroom is the head of the vajayjay. I don't even know how to describe that without it sounding so bad. Not really, it's just a biology stream. Man, I learned something new today about balls. I'm gonna go to Felipe and be like, did you know you were born with a vagina? He's gonna look at me and be like, huh? Huh? Oh my gosh. So basically, men, you have a G-spot, and I know now where it is. It's okay, Yui. If Teeks were here, I wonder what he would say. Someone explain? Just a geography lesson. That's all. Yeah. Just in the most unprofessional way, though. Oh boy. The eep is hitting. I've been yapping so long, man. I feel like I yap more after turning off Zenless. What the hell? And usually I tend to yap a lot, yeah. Always before I end, huh? Geography is a map. What are those emojis? It's okay, you don't have to understand anything at all. It just has to do with what did I say again? Turkey neck. Yeah, it just has to do with turkey neck and seams and sagging things. Just sharing my geography knowledge. Exactly, just geography knowledge. It's very normal, don't worry. I would not advise you to Google it though. Just don't do that, chat. Just don't do that. Obviously, for the ones that do know, that's completely fine too. Okay. I think Momo's still streaming, right? Anybody else streaming? This all started off by talking about Kimmy being old and it ended up being with clit and cheese spots and balls. I mean, we learned something new today though. With the balls and the seams though. I actually had no idea about that. Knowledge. Too late, I googled Mackie's question already. And Mackie brought up that knowledge. Yeah, right? Mackie and Listless, I think. Yeah. Crazy. That's wild, chat. Okay. Okay, we shall start raid. Oh my god. The yawn is real. I didn't understand a single thing. That's okay. There was nothing really important to understand in there. You don't need to know. It's okay. Hey, you're welcome. Oh boy. Okay. I'm definitely gonna call it good today because it is 10 p.m. But hey, we're able to fit in some stream time today, which is nice. So I was able to talk to you guys for about 3 hours. But I hope you guys had fun. I had a lot of fun, to be honest. I feel like I don't know what it is, but when you start a stream, right? I'm not as talkative. I feel like I gained all my energy at the end of the stream, and that's why I started yapping for so fucking long. I'm just like, yo, I was supposed to end like an hour ago. Hey, you're welcome. 10 p.m. and Kimmy yawning like it's 3 a.m. I know, because I had to wake up so early. I don't like it. But it's okay. At least I finished work earlier. But I also get tired earlier, so what difference does it make, to be honest? It's okay. Thanks for streaming, chat. Thank you, chat. Thank you for hanging out with me and just vibing with me, lurking, listening, chatting. I appreciate it. And also the random knowledge check too. That was very interesting, I'd say. What a wide range of topics today. You know, I feel like a lot of people who go into streams, like, I know there are people who prepare a list of topics to talk about. However, I usually don't come in with any list of a topic. It just comes to my mind sometimes, and there are times where I just don't yap about anything. And there are times like this where a topic can scale from being a fossil to saggy skin to balls, vaginas, and ball knowledge. I don't even know. I don't know. Have a good day, guys, and remember, you're a fossil. You were a woman earlier in life, and you were worth it. God damn it, Mac. It's 9 p.m. for me. Even though they'll sag, don't forget to keep them clean. Exactly. Even if they sag or they become... And because they sag, there's more skin, right? Excess skin is what they call it. Make sure to clean it. Make sure to clean the crevices. It's fine. It's perfectly fine. It's a part of life. What did I come into? I'm so sorry. Maximizing. We went through a range of different topics. But yeah, unfortunately, I'll be ending it here. I'm so sorry. I'm getting very sleepy. I think I'm at the point of just being so overly tired that you get that hit of hyperactivity, I guess. Yes, don't forget to wash them dicks. Okay, I'll go to sleep. Cheers, man. Okay, thank you guys for hanging out with me. And also, if you guys are not in the Discord, feel free to join our community Discord. We do weekly movie nights as well if you'd like to join them. You're never obligated to talk in voice chat. Usually a lot of us just go into the chat, share our screens, and kind of yap in the chat box. But there are a few of us that do talk. But yeah, you're more than welcome. Steve. Like how Oki appeared. Oh man. But yeah, again, I thank you guys for hanging out with me. I was definitely feeling a little bit poopy today, but I don't know. I feel like when I do stream, I always end up feeling better too. And then being able to blah, 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 I can't speak. Being able to talk with you guys and just catch up has been really nice too. And just having funny moments like this, and also dark moments. But yeah, we shall raid Momo. She is currently playing Zenless as well. I don't know how long she's been streaming, but hopefully she'll be on for a while. I think if you guys remember, we've raided her a few times. Let me see. Hi. If you want to dig out some fossils, you'll find a lot in her Discord. What do you mean? What are you gonna find there? What type of fossils, man? Hey, but yes, we shall start the raid. Oh fuck. This little guy fell. Shit, why did I do the commands list? Wrong button. Yeah, that was the one I was supposed to press, and I pressed the command list. Oops. My bad. Yesterday's streamer, watch Raider streamer. Thanks for the stream. That's okay, Nose. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Thanks, guys. I shall see you soon. Bye bye. Bye boy. Oh my god. That was such a... I don't even know where the fuck the camera is. Oh, it's right here. Bye guys. Bye boy. Oh my god. Mousy stream. Not stream. Scream. Okay. Have a good night, everybody.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Not the Biden. It's normal TTS, rip. See you guys. Yeah, I need to fix monster TTS. It broke, so I put in normal TTS. I'm sorry. See you guys soon. Bye.